Welcome, everybody, back to the Metro Icon Podcast for episode 50, y'all. We have made it to 50 episodes, and we are so excited. So is Mojo. Mojo, aren't you excited? He's getting bigger. He is eating well and doing well, and we couldn't be happier. And Mojo's having a good time. You having a good time, Mojo? Let everyone know. You having a good time? He's having a good time. All right. First and foremost, I have a few shout outs. And now this is a little bit of a late release of an episode. Usually my episodes come out Sundays by 8 p.m. This episode is being released Wednesday at 8 p.m. Just because, shout out to my guy Fuad. All right. This was the longest episode to date out of all my 50 episodes. And he definitely had his work cut out for him. So once again, if you are a podcaster, maybe you are looking for a video editor, shoot out an email to my guy Fuad, and he will get you hooked up, and you can tell him that Shawn Kay sent him your way. Otherwise, I do want to do another shout out to my good homie Drew Nickens. He was just on episode, I believe, 665 of Kill Tony, and he had the most historic, legendary feature of Kill Tony than any comedian, regular, golden ticket winner, or otherwise, has ever gotten. So shout out to my boy Drew Nickens. I've been trying to get him on the podcast well before his Kill Tony feature. And we'll see if, with his new shout out with fame, if it's actually, hopefully I can get him into the studio. But until then, we'll talk about a little bit of what's going on week to week. And then, of course, who I'm talking to. Of course, you guys can follow me on IG and Instagram, Shawn Kay Doitall, or go to my website, www.theshowman.live, to get more up-to-date of announcements of events and all that I'm currently doing. I'm in my wedding season, y'all, so I've been traveling a lot, and it's been crazy, but trying to make it work, and as well making the family come through. So first and foremost, bingo karaoke. You can catch me Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays at the Library Bar from 9 to 1, and on Thursdays at Scout inside the Statler Hotel from 7 to 11 p.m. If you don't know how bingo karaoke works, we read off bingo numbers with every karaoke performance that comes up on stage, and anyone playing bingo has a chance to win gift cards to the establishment that they can use towards their tab that night. All right, so come through Library Bar from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. and Thursdays from 7 to 11 p.m. at the Scout inside the Statler Hotel. And also for any of my comedians out there, I do a secret mic. I don't really promote it that much. Oh, he loves my mic. Oh, yeah, you love it. You love it, yeah. But we do a secret mic, which any comedian that comes up and signs up for a karaoke song can do one 3-minute max comedy set if they so choose, all right? So what that means is that you get the light at 2 minutes, and then your karaoke song can start anytime within that last minute. So hopefully you guys come through and enjoy the fun. But until then, check out my Instagram, my socials, and all that to see exactly where I'm going to be at and upcoming shows that I have going on. Other than that, we're going to talk about this episode because I talked to a very legendary dude, a guy that I was trying very, very hard to connect with and get on the show, and I finally had him here in the studio. I talked to the Texas Chuckle himself, Diego Morales. Low-key, Diego actually has been working with my fiance, Pilar, through the radio world when he was working with the radio station. She did a lot of promos for him and voiceover work, but as a comedian, you know, we had a chance to finally connect a little bit deeper. We did do a show together, and hopefully there's more to come. So go ahead, turn your speakers up, get live. Here's my episode 50 with Diego Morales.
You could do it all. You can.
Do it all, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Metro Icon Podcast, and it's me, Shawn Kay the Showman, and you know what we do on this show. We talk about the world of entertainment and media and the icons that live in it, and let's call it an icon in the house, finally, as a guest, y'all. He is a nationally renowned comedian all around the country, done shows in comedy for a very long time, also a DJ, worked within the radio industry, a lot to offer. Ladies and gentlemen, the Texas Chuckle himself. It is Diego Morales, everybody.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like the sound check. Okay, that's what's up. Hey, today. Okay, we here. Everybody, we here today. Y'all get me? Y'all get my diabetic side? We good today. We good today. Hey, that was a dope little intro. Did y'all hear that? That intro was really good, man. That was. You can do it. That was okay.
That just shows me you're like, I've been seeing your shit, and then when you hear that, you would know that's a Do It All anthem. I've had that music video out.
Well, I saw the clips. I didn't see like the beginning.
You need to YouTube me, cuz.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I don't pay for YouTube, so I
Por
can't.
favor, I need your support.
All right, we're gonna start racist. Hey, look, I didn't start it, ladies and gentlemen.
Racism. Let's kick it off. Listen, bro.
This is a racist hour.
You are sitting in a Mexican household, all right?
Oh, literally.
Do you think I run this house? No.
No, there's no way.
My fiance runs this house.
There's no way that you do. I know.
I just run the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes.
She runs the house.
Yes. Fuck them.
By the way,
kids.
cheers, my diabetic
salute.
friend.
Diabetes
Cheers,
all the
dude.
way.
Yes.
To all the diabetics out there, y'all made it another day. Don't bite the cake unless you got the fast acting insulin shot to your side.
That's
but
right.
to all the diabetics, we made another day.
Yeah, another diabetic, and you just learn. You just learn about Emiliano.
Oh yeah,
You've known about the boxer side. You didn't know about the diabetic side.
Right. That's that was very intriguing and inspiring because I mean, you know, man, just working out with my girlfriend, like my sugar shoots down to do boxing workouts, to train for fights. I could only imagine how much how much it takes to like be keeping up with your sugar, and I gotta have something on the side in case I get too low. I gotta eat this. It's like that's pretty cool, man. To be that young, to be on top of it. Respect to that, you know. Real talk. I'm a fan now. So
yeah, and if you guys aren't a proper Diego Morales fan, you can catch his workout videos where he grabs 2 strong noodles with the hardest grip ever and just sees how hard he can just jerk those things. You know what I mean? Like this boy going hyper skiing, bro. Cocaine skiing in the gym with them heavy ropes.
Yeah, you could tell my nose hairs were trimmed in the video. Okay, but no, I was trying my best. You know, I was trying to inspire anybody out there that has this many stretch marks. You know, it looks like Tony the Tiger went great on my stomach.
You got stretch marks, bro?
I have stretch marks. I used to weigh 300 pounds.
No shit.
Yeah, I used to weigh 300 pounds.
So you and George must have looked like fucking twins then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I actually did something about it. So, shout out to Joy. That's my boy. But yeah, man, I used to be I used to be so big that when I would try to tie my shoes to bend over, my stomach would just come up. I could kiss my belly button and I couldn't reach my shoelaces. So I'd have to sit on the edge of the bed and go like this. So all my knots were on the inside of my shoe. Yeah. So it was, I had sweat. You know, when you're fat and then like right now, I got a little weight. So like your shirt goes down. And you sit on it for a little bit, and then when you get up, that's where the sweat marks are at, all in the rolls.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
that's the Mexican juice right there. You know,
I get it in one just under the belly.
Oh, okay, you could cook with that. You could cook with that juice.
Yeah.
You know, it wouldn't taste that good, but
Yeah, it does.
Should have cooked with it, maybe. Nah.
Well, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of pause moments in the dialogue. Hold up, pause. Did I say that shit?
No, it's okay. No, we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it.
No, we're gonna roll with it for sure. George actually, I don't know if you've seen George recently, but he actually did lose a significant amount of weight.
It's been a couple of weeks, but yeah, I think I saw him post a picture, and I was like, okay,
he lost, and he does it actually like I would say within a week. He has like this crazy plan. All you got to do is get hospitalized for 5 days.
Yeah, and then drink whiskey.
You come back like
brand. I know, man. I was like, man. I tit him up. I was like, what whiskey can I drink? Yeah, what whiskey do I need to lose that much weight?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I
love you, George.
Dude, Jorge's my dude. I mean, he was on my my roast. He was definitely on.
How'd he do?
He was all right. I mean, he was better. I mean, here's the thing: is that like
he was all right.
I mean, I think that like when it comes to me and George, and I kind of put this on but like obviously George is he's my catalyst of a lot of the dope things and fun things, the best things I have had thus far within my comedy career. George is the catalyst for that. So
okay, that's what's up. Much respect to that.
Yeah, so it's like he trusts me, you know, and you understand how his loyalty and how that patterns out. So it's like with all this bullshit, it's like he's the most fucking loyal friend. You know what I mean?
He's the most consistent asshole I know.
But I can't, bro. Bro, he's such a selfish ass friend.
Most consistent asshole I know.
Most consistent.
I could depend on him to be an asshole.
I call him. I literally call him up like when I've introduced him on stage as DFW's #1 pendejo. That's what I said, and I like say it every single time.
That's
man.
funny.
Yeah, DFW's
That's funny,
number one
man.
pendejo.
Yeah. That's funny because
Panda's the pandejo.
Oh, okay.
Or pandejo.
Okay. I see what you did.
Yeah,
That's a
man.
good little play on words. I like it.
Yeah, Panda I
Yeah.
love too much. He can. I don't care. Whatever. Did Panda ever tell you that I put him? I did an event at Emmy's gym, like for their 25th anniversary.
When was this?
December. Yeah.
This last year?
Yeah.
Oh,
No. Like in the last few months. It was January.
No. Panda did not tell me
December.
that.
Yeah. So I put him on a show. And it was inside a boxing ring. It was like inside the boxing ring in the gym. So watching fucking Panda get into like through the ropes and shit. Like
What?
Like he was hyping himself up.
Nobody
like,
helped him?
No, well, I was there to try and like.
Come on, you gotta come on.
No, he did it clean. Like he literally
really?
was like. Woo, woo.
He's very athletic.
And then as soon as he gets in the fucking ring, he like looks at me. He's like, I was fucking nervous about that way though. I was fucking nervous. Like I was worried. And then he did
Shit,
it.
I
put him
too.
as the headliner. Because
That's a good move.
it's Denton. It was majority Hispanics and like.
He must have
Latinos.
killed.
Oh, killed it.
Yeah.
It was like
He goes hard.
myself hosting, opening the show, and I had Liam Smith and Ali
Yeah,
Mashari.
Liam?
Yeah.
Oh,
Liam Smith.
nice. And Ali. That's a pretty tight little lineup.
Yeah.
That's a very diverse lineup too, because they all do different styles of comedy.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that that's one level that you and
Liam
I,
is a very clever motherfucker. I like Liam.
bro.
I haven't booked him yet, man. I'm going to, but Liam's a very clever dude. I like
He's
that
a very
motherfucker.
clever dude, and I think that even when he has some of those pocket moments of his like very intense like melatonin type or monotone
Yeah, you're all like
deep, you know what I mean?
and then gets to the
He-
punch, it's
he
like,
keeps-
it was worth the
right,
wait.
right.
Yeah,
But he
yeah.
keeps feeding the bit, you know what I mean? And until it works,
Yeah.
and he shifts. You know what I mean? And then like
He
even
builds
in,
it up for sure, man.
even in some like open mic, just like outside kind of smoke chill circles and stuff like that. Like the education that I'm actually definitely going to have him on the show. But the education that Liam Smith has brought, and
He's an OG.
Yeah, he's definitely an OG, and so.
You learned a lot from him then?
100%.
And then, man, Kay,
And
like
that's why
those,
I put him on. Yeah.
bro, those nights and those moments that you're talking about in comedy that a lot of people outside of comedy don't know. In between your sets at an open mic, whatever you're doing, just on a maybe you're doing an open mic circuit. Those moments where you're chopping it up with a fellow comedian, a fellow colleague. That's the real stuff right there. That is the beauty of what we do.
Yeah.
Because not only do you maybe meet somebody that you never probably would have got cool with if you never did comedy, not only is there that, but also y'all learn from each other and then y'all get better from each other.
Absolutely.
It's
part of just the game. I mean, for me, I came from like the private event circuit. Like if you
That's dope, man. We were talking about that last time.
Yeah.
I got some questions for you, Shawn Kay.
That's my show, motherfucker. Sitting the outside.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope.
But my real step into comedy, like stage comedy and live performance comedy, came from Second City. So like I graduated from their improv program like in Chicago, and so then during that time I did 6 open mics in Chicago, and I went in purposefully, and like this is when it was 2018, so my MC wedding gigs were pretty consistent. And I was averaging like around 70 to 85 events a year. You know what I mean? So
Oh shit. There's only 52 weeks in a fucking year.
and then
Okay,
yeah,
Shawn.
and
Damn,
2020 was supposed to be my most profitable year.
Dude,
you don't know how that
hey man,
happened.
the reason I reacted to that is because I just started DJing. So I've been MCing, but now the
Oh,
DJ,
yeah?
the DJing thing, yeah. So it's
That
like
should
now,
be it. That should be. I wish you had
Now-
brought your. You know what? Next time we'll have your turntables and we'll.
Oh yeah,
we'll do
my
a
girl,
DJ
man,
battle.
my girl, man. Shout out to my girl Kayla, man. She for Christmas she got me a Rev 1. You know, I had been telling her. Yeah, I had been
Oh,
telling
yeah,
her.
that's a good one.
Bro, yeah, good starter one. I've been telling her how I wanted
All
to. I
right,
wanted to.
go girlfriend, go gift.
I mean, for sure, yeah, and it was dope, man. And then, just all my homies are all DJs. My man, shout out DJ Flair, DJ R-Spec, Miggy the DJ, DJ MJ, DJ Big Tex, man, DJ Tech, man. There's so many DJ Albert G, man. So many DJs out there that I got cool with through comedy. I got comedy gave me this avenue of emceeing these fight nights, and then I met Flair, and he was already on 89.3. I was. And it turned into like this whole world of like emceeing events, emceeing baby showers, emceeing boxing events, emceeing MMA fights and all these things and just post-fight interviews. So it like this whole comedy thing, man, it turned into like this business, just how you have it right now, rolling. That's why when I rolled up to your house right now, I seen it. I was like, man, that's dope. The sticker, that's the hustle, man. Like, I forgot. I saw this.
Oh,
YouTube.
you talking about the back of my
yeah, the QR code, because nowadays you don't have to like, hey, what's the website? No, just get your camera, papa, and then figure it out.
That's is actually the sound effect when they take the picture.
That's a little sound bit right there. No, yeah, man. So like, much respect to that, and like, I could only imagine how many gigs that comes.
You haven't even seen the inside of my car, like because I do lift on the side.
Oh, really? Dang, you see, okay, okay. I used to do Lyft and Uber before the bonuses.
So if you put so how about this, Chuckle? You put me on a Texas Chuckle production, then that I have my monthly shows. Like, and if I can get something like solid, like I have the date, the show, QR code. The date, the show, QR code.
What, like a electronic sign?
No, like I print out. I create the fucking flyer.
So if I'm ordering a Lyft and you pick me up.
Yeah,
it's gonna have your shows right there.
and then but on the main passenger side, there's like an FAQ. It's like a welcome and FAQ. So it's like, welcome to the ride of Shawn. We'll see it during the break. I'll show you. It's like, welcome to the ride of Shawn Kay the Showman.
What's up, man. I would give you 5 stars just for that.
And it's like, yes, I am actually a showman. I'm an MC, singer, stand-up comedian. Like, and I kind of list off the things that I do.
You're a singer?
Oh, you didn't know that, dude?
Acapella something for me right now. You won't do it on the Metro Icon.
What the fuck? I've done it before. This is how I know you don't pay attention to my shit. All right.
Can you sing an Indian song right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Please.
I can sing. Actually,
just like a little.
I don't speak my own language, and I don't speak Hindi, but I can sing Hindi.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Hindi is not my language, but I can sing in Hindi because it's just I'm dyslexic, so that's just the only language that I can sing. But I do it all the time. You do it all the time. But here we go.
That's what's up, bro. I didn't know that. Yes.
Or do you want me to sing a Spanish song?
Yes, now I do.
Do you want me?
Yes, please. I'm sorry if I spit into the mic too much.
No, it's all good.
Please.
I clean it every time.
No. I don't care. COVID is a myth. No,
let's go to that.
Hey, the diabetic. COVID is a myth, and I'm dying right now.
Fuck you, COVID.
You choose this. I want you to feel comfortable with the Spanish song you're gonna sing for everybody right now. So.
Oh, so but do you want to hear Spanish?
Spanish, yes,
Spanish
for
first?
sure.
Okay.
For sure. Cinco de Mayo's almost here.
Here we go. Yo sé que tienes un nuevo amor. Sin embargo, te di solo mejor. Si en mí no encontraste felicidad, tal vez alguien más te la dará. Come on, sing. Como la flor, con tanto amor, me diste tú, se marchito, me marché hoy.
I don't even know the lyrics like that.
Yo sé perder, pero ay, como me duele.
Oh, man, you're invited to the next quinceañera, bro. You're invited to the next quinceañera.
I'm invited to all the barbecues, dog. This is how.
That was dope. That was dope. You knew a lot more lyrics than I.
I didn't push the button. I'm just sometimes the machine just.
Oh, really? That's the live viewers.
That's the AI. Yeah. That's the AI of my broadcaster.
The AI said the humans need to hear this.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Who's like, this is what your performance represents.
I will force them to listen to you.
He doesn't get it in real life. So.
Make him happy, clap.
Actually, but it's funny. The mood doesn't change of the audience.
I know, they're just all like being tweaked.
Yeah, there's though I haven't had a chance to sit down, but I will be. If you come for a round 2, the next time you come for the show, like,
for sure,
I'll have like another set of like sound effects that I'll be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've been wanting to have farts on the soundboard for a long, like deviations of farts.
That's very mature.
It's sometimes it don't leave people, you know.
Nah, I'm just playing.
Farting is a love language, bro.
I like
Did you
to
not
talk
know
my
this?
shit,
Farting is absolutely a love language.
Yeah, because it's like, I'll take your pink eye, baby. Fart that shit in my face.
That's what it is. It's the risk.
Fart that shit
it's
in
the
my
risk
face.
of the relationship, and you're willing to stay through it.
Yeah.
Farting is a love language.
Yeah, you know what? You know why it's a love language? Because if you fart in your loved one's face, they're gonna get pink eye, right? When you get pink eye, you wake up and your eyes.
Only sometimes.
Well, hopefully you do get it because.
Hopefully,
Because this is why. This is why you need to get pink eye from your loved one's fart, because this is gonna tell if it's real love. Because when you get pink eye and you wake up, your eye is crusted up. You can't open it. Love is blind. You saw it coming. Love is blind, ladies and gentlemen. So if your loved one is farting in your face, for one, give them gratitude. Okay, ladies, when he gets home from work, get on your knees, suck his dick. Okay, fellas, when she gets home from work, put her up on the fucking counter and eat that stanky ass shit out. It don't matter, okay? There's a shower down the hallway. But the true test of love is farting in your loved one's face. And if they get pink eye, if they don't get pink eye, your farts ain't shit.
So this show does not agree with all the opinions of our guests.
I just went off on a little, that's what we do here.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Like, I'm way more subtle with my attacks, I think. You know what I mean? Like, but I think it's more so like me and have you ever played like Guess My Fart with your girl?
What is Guess My Fart?
Right. So like you have a fart brewing. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. If your girl knows you, she'll know your fart. Cause like I even have a video and I put it out and I was like, I have a fart coming. So I was like, babe, guess my fart. And then she's like, and that's like that's literally my fucking. It was like right after this. So
what is she guessing of the fart?
The sound. She's making the sound of the fart
before it comes out.
Before it comes out.
Oh, you didn't say that. Okay,
I
was
guess
like,
my fart.
I thought she was guessing the smell. Oh, you had turkey.
No.
I don't know.
I didn't say guess what's in my fart. You know,
but I was like, no, man, that is some crazy.
Like,
you really got to be up in there to
guess the fart.
Guess the fart. Oh, guess the sound of the fart.
Yeah, guess the fart. So it's like she makes the sound of the fart that that you're probably about to make.
Wow.
And then you fart.
Wow.
And
okay.
a lot of time,
damn. So she's all like, and then you go.
Yeah. Either way, it's
You're
amazing.
wrong, honey.
Yeah. Either way, it's amazing. It's amazing results. Either way, that's the beauty of it. But when she's on it, it's dope as fuck. And when you just both giggling at each other,
Yeah, man. It's amazing.
You
should. I can show you the world.
Shining, shimmering, splendid. Don't you get me started? I'll do Jasmine's part too, bro.
Dude, so check it out, man. This is some old school shit right here. Some old school comedy shit. Back in the day, Hyenas Fort Worth. After what was it? It was Friday night. So after the pro shows in both rooms on Friday nights, right there in the corner, right before the restrooms, it was karaoke. It was karaoke, man. And man, look, I gotta give a shout out to my boy Mike, Mr. Loudmouth Entertainment.
I met him once.
Yeah, Mike. Oh, you gotta have it on, bro. It's gonna be an adventure with him on this podcast. But that's my boy, man. I've known him since we both started off, and we just.
I called him by the wrong name to the stage once.
What'd you call him? I bet he remembers. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure he does. And I did feel really bad. And then at the same time, like he was actually really nice about it though. But he has a pretty intimidating look to him, for sure. I would say.
It's a lot of piercings. But no, so shout out to what I want to say. Shout out to that's my boy Mike, man. We started off.
He's very good though. I do remember that.
He's a lot of what I do on stage. It came from a lot of late nights with Mike. That's my boy. But and with Panda too. But Mike and then Anthony Fink. You need to, man. Anthony Fink. Anthony Fink. You and him, I need to see y'all go head to head with some Disney karaoke because Anthony Fink would get on because like everybody would do like George Strait or Bruno Mars.
Yeah. I have a very large catalog.
Anthony Fink would go on there, and he would do all the old school Disney songs from the '90s, bro. Like all of them, man.
Bro, I have
and they
Disney
were like,
songs
and then
that still make me cry.
No,
I'm not even kidding,
bro. And then it's like you just do a comedy show. You're there. You're already kind of lit. And then those songs they would just hit, man. It was like. That was the old school. That was before pre-pandemic, because in the pandemic they had to shut that shit down and all that. But yeah, I'm banned from hyenas, so you know.
Oh, you too?
Yeah,
Bet from hyenas round 2.
I'm one of the banditos.
That's what I'm gonna be doing. You're gonna see a string of my guests are gonna be the comedians that have been banned from fucking hyenas.
Shit, tell me who they are, so we can all start a little show called
Well,
the
George
Banditos.
is the other one. I know.
I don't know, Red. Yeah, George Red. Yeah, yeah.
I even did a show. I think the last show that I did, I can show you the shirt, but I have a shirt that shows George and it's him behind bars. It's like his picture, but I put like jail cell bars and it says "Free George Red Speaks."
Oh,
and then I
man.
performed on the hyena stage with that shirt on.
I gotta show you this picture because back when we used to do Vato Chisosos radio with Panda Mike and Rafa, my boy Ivan News. Shout out to Ivan News, man. He's one of my oldest friends in the world. He's a man, talented musician, percussionist, plays all strings, DJ. He's a sound engineer, all this stuff, man. So shout out to him. But he made this thing because George Red had posted this picture of himself. Like, it was a cool pic, man. It looked like a boss picture, like a mob boss picture. But then it said George Red Speaks, and then Ivan photoshopped it to put hamburgers on it under, and it said George Red Eats.
It's already hilarious.
Bro, I have that, but the way Ivan edited it, it made it look like a painting. You know, because it was a cool picture that Red had posted, like a mob. But then,
wait, it was like the painting.
no, it was like a kind of like a Scarface picture, like at a table with a cigar,
okay,
with a
yeah,
drink,
yeah, yeah.
I think. And then he had his glasses with his hair slicked back, and then it was like George Red Speaks.
But it was like a pile of hamburgers.
No, I know the original picture
Instead
wasn't
a pile of Coke.
Yeah. And then the Photoshop was burgers, and then he said George Red Eats. That was one of the classic.
You know what's
ones.
funny? George would actually be offended by that whole thing because it'd be like, fucking burgers, it'd be fucking tacos, bro.
Yeah,
That'd be his fucking
from Fort
offense.
Worth, because I'm from Fort Worth. Nobody cares.
And then he would respond, "Who doesn't like to eat?"
Who don't like whiskey at 10:30 in the morning?
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
what else you gonna wash down those eggs with?
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
Water, bro, please.
I mean, actually, I remember when a few times that I stayed with George and stuff like that. Then he would have his breakfast beer, and I'm like, dude, you're having a beer, and he's like, it's breakfast. It's fucking breakfast, bro. Shut up. Let's go get some cheeseburgers.
On the road, I was there with him when on the road. I remember early on with Red on the road. It was kind of like we were working, but once the gig was done and all that, we wake up. It's like, man, we're still kind of on vacation. We're not at home, So I would have that morning beer with him after the show and all that. So, but yeah, Red was like, it ain't gonna stop right here. It's gonna keep going. But,
I mean, but
that's my boy though, man.
You gotta
That's my boy.
understand. You got listen. I think that George's life choices and decision, and his alcohol habits is it. And now at this point, you just have to know who he is, and understand the man himself.
He's good. He's good.
He's good.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's good.
honestly, he's functional. Does it get to bad points? Yes, it's going to, George.
We all have them.
We just want to keep you around, George. That's it. We just love you, George.
I've had some bad moments myself, so it's all good.
Yeah, but I just care about my boy, and I've had my long late night drives, with him and shit like that, and that's why me and George has so much love for me because he knows that I'm going to tell you how I feel and where I'm coming from is
George Red is a comedian, bro.
He is a comedian, 100%.
To the fucking core. He's out there hustling. He's out there.
Yeah.
He's out there getting any stage. He's out there also a businessman trying to pay the bills by doing what he loves and shit. And he keeps that going. So that's mad respect, bro. When he came out of prison, he told me he heard about us. I was like, what? And we all got cool. We hit the road. I took Red on the road for the first time, man. San Antonio, we sold it out there, Meatball Comedy Club. Shout out to Alex Reyes. He put us on. Edma was on the show. Mycia Chabert, man. I love Mycia.
Yeah. Oh my God, Mycia Chabert. If you're around DFW, we have to do an episode because I love that woman.
Mycia would tear down this place. Mycia would
did
flip this room upside down.
Flip it up. She's on fuck. But Pilar, she will become her #1 fan, 100%. She is.
Everybody falls in love with Maicia.
Yeah, everyone falls. She's just
my girl and her
that,
got real cool. Maicia was telling my girl, "Hey, even though y'all don't make it, please still call me."
That's good. No,
Diego.
but what I was saying that you said that you took George Red on his first out of state gig,
out of town gig.
So
San
the
Antonio.
first time, it's gonna sound a little homo, but keep with me. First time I actually like heard your voice live, you were on the phone with George, and we were on the road going to Shreveport for my first out of town gig.
Oh, okay, that's crazy. So the first time you ever heard me talk,
when I
okay.
you know what I'm saying, conversation.
Man,
live
I remember
dynamic.
you heard us talking dumb shit, right?
Dumb ass shit.
With George, that's what it is with George Red. I'd be like,
I'm his number one guy? Because I fucking got a valid driver's license and a good car that great mileage. He got fucking DD, bro. The reason why you got your girl hanging out. It's like,
oh yeah.
It's a
smart
solid
move.
DD.
Nah, but but on my girl.
And shout
man,
out to his girl.
Kayla, man. Kayla, she's the VP of what I'm trying to do, man. Like, I'm sure you could relate with, what you got here going on with your girl, but like Kayla has supported me and been like through a lot of stuff, man, more than anybody will ever know. She's my rock right now.
Let's put it into perspective. All right, let's get a little personal and put it into perspective of this girl being here, actually. And I think that this is something that you and I can relate to, right? Because I've kind of stemmed a little bit about Pilar's history and whatnot, right? I've let go of girls for way less than 3 kids, right? And so now this is where we are. You have 4
daughters.
4 daughters. How many moms?
4 daughters. 1 baby mama.
1 baby mama.
Ex-wife.
Okay, so which is actually very respectable. I actually expected a different answer, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I expected at least 1 more. Like maybe there was 1 more different mother. Okay, but that's love. Okay. And then you guys divorced how long ago?
When I started comedy, almost 6 years now.
Okay, so at that moment. And Kayla, do you have any kids?
1.
You have 1.
1 little girl.
1 little girl.
So I got 5 now.
And so when did you guys meet? Then when did you guys start dating?
June 19th started everything last year.
Everything.
First
time all ago.
We met on Facebook dating.
You want to know something funny? I didn't meet Pilar on Facebook dating, but I just met her on Facebook and I just messaged her.
Oh, okay.
But it was through,
as
my parents would call it,
story,
the Facebook. That's where they
no.
made on the Facebook.
Well, the funny thing about that is that I was on Facebook Marketplace looking for tires for my Altima. And then the ad came up, have you ever tried Facebook dating? And I was like, what the fuck? Facebook has a dating app? But I said, I'm single.
I'm tired of this dating app.
I've been single 5 years. I was like, And then, and I was doing my radio show, and I just couldn't stop texting her, man. And then we met up at Veracruz Cafe, and then the rest is history.
This is like the man of shout outs right here. Like you're like every single one of your responses is gonna come with 1 shout out. This is how good a loyal patron, a vendor, marketer
man.
that this guy is.
Oh, I mean, it's just not. I mean, I went there for a reason, and it was halfway to where she was coming from and all that, so it was just
No, that's love.
Yeah, and then I mean, I wish they would sponsor me, shit, but nah, it's a good little.
I'm trying to get Evan Williams honey bourbon, my fucking drink
Nice.
for like more than half of my episodes.
Nice.
The drink of choice. You haven't tried this. I mean, it's honey bourbon. If you want to take a small sip,
I'll take a sip of that. Yes, sir.
take
I
a
have insulin in my backpack.
Yeah, so that's pretty much just straight on the rocks. If you like old fashions.
Nice, I do. That was good, man.
Yeah, so old fashions are my drink,
That was
and
good.
this is it's like old fashioned in a
I feel like going to Arkansas now or something. I don't know.
I know you have been
Tennessee.
there before, right?
Yeah, I performed out there, Vapors Live.
Yeah.
Hot Springs, Arkansas.
So, and you've been doing comedy. You said 2019 you started?
2018. Almost 6 years, yeah.
Okay, so actually around the time that I started improv.
Yeah. Improv. I've done some improv too, man. Improv is cool. So the difference between acting and comedy, I love acting because I haven't done a lot of it, but the little that I have done, it's fun because the big difference, you're performing, but the big difference in comedy, that's you. That's your jokes. That's who you are. I mean,
yeah, but you have to. I think yes, but also when it comes to delivering the bit, right? When you're talking about that joke that you're taking on the road, and you got to do it. You have to act with volition of selling, like the feeling and characters of that bit. So.
Oh, for sure. And then every joke it's 60% truth, 40% exaggeration, or vice versa. However you flip it.
fucking clip that. That was a
yeah.
fucking dope ass line.
Yeah, so I mean, but with acting, in improv, even with
And
improv,
you're working with a team. That's improv. It's just
you're pretending to be someone in that moment. You're not Diego Morales. You're not Shawn Kay the Showman. You're okay. Hey, improv, do this, and then you have to pretend to be in that moment. You're not being yourself. So, or in acting, like, hey, you're gonna be this taxi cab driver. Okay, I don't drive taxi cabs, but I'm gonna pretend to be this taxi cab. You know, it's different.
Yeah,
but
right.
You still got to perform. You still got to get
And
your
that's
shit
also the
straight.
imagination. Sometimes you create a bit off a scenario that hasn't happened, but you would imagine this scenario happening. So it's like, how would those characters act in that scene?
Yeah.
So like,
yeah.
But I'll tell you this right now, and it's funny, and I'm glad that you said it, because on this show, on many episodes, I talk about, especially when I'm talking to comedians, talking about the strength of improv versus stand-up, right? Because it's like, if you talk to an improv comedian, they will say that, oh my God, I couldn't, most of the time, would be like, unless they're doing stand-up, they're like, I couldn't do stand-up, right? Because it's a team sport, right?
Yeah.
It's
and
it's more theater. It's more theater than anything, right? But stand up, like, it's not the other way around. Like, it's like very, very split. But majority of comedians, majority. Majority.
You were trying to say ha 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 with the JA.
Yeah, Jamorty. Nailed it. Majority of stand-up comedians will say, like, that shit, improv is fucking corny. You know, like, oh, it's fucking so good. You know, like there's a big stigma against, like, stand-up comedians against improv.
Really?
Oh yeah, and
Really? Wow.
for me, like, improv, like, took up my MC game. It was different.
Oh, I could definitely see that. 100%.
Different.
I could only
Like,
imagine.
And again, 2018, I was at that point. Once I started doing improv, then it's like 2019. It's like I had more events. Then 2020, it was like, holy shit.
Because you're improv when you're MCing, because you got to pertain to what's going on.
I mean, and I was naturally, like, got a quick gift to gab, right? That's my mentor back in Chicago. His name is Mars. Love you.
Shout out Mars.
Shout out Mars. And me and him will have our
fellow MC.
Born, bro.
Really,
dude.
What does
history.
He do? He's a performer too.
He still owns Charisma Entertainment. I worked for him for 7 years. And he's the one who taught me how to MC. So I started from, like, doing bar and bar mitzvah gigs, and I was a dancer on bar and bar mitzvahs. And then from there, then joined his company. Pretty much, like, he is, if MC's the one for me, he's gonna be always one of the greatest MCs.
That's what's up, man. Mad respect.
And he still does it. He's breaching 60 and still fucking does it. And he DJs,
that's a
DJs
true
and
OG
MCs,
right
but his
there.
MCing, and that's what I'm known for is MCing. But he, like, recognized it after doing a school event. This guy, though, his history, he's been doing it since he was in his mid-20s. Remember Walter Payton, Hall of Fame?
Emmitt Smith broke his record.
Yeah, right. He was Walter Payton's MC for everything.
Shut up.
His night, his club.
Dang.
He used to have a call.
That was your mentor to start you off on the mic game.
Who
That's what's up,
taught
man.
me.
That's crazy.
I'm not Shawn Kay the Showman without Mars.
Dude, that's mad respect, bro. Wow, bro.
And so, but now
Damn.
here's the crazy tie, right?
So he's still doing it, man.
Still to this day.
That's badass.
And he beat cancer.
60.
He and that motherfucker beat
What
cancer.
type of cancer?
It was.
I just had a homie comedian pass away from cancer.
It was. Wait, what the fuck? Inside his body cancer.
No, yeah, man. Shout out to Israel.
But no, it was it pancreatic?
Yeah, that's what my homeboy just passed away from.
Shit.
He was a comedian.
I don't know if it was pancreatic or something, but it was I don't know. But he was fortunate enough to catch it within early on, but his treatment, he went into remission. And
good for him.
And anyways, so he used to be the MC of Walter Payton's America's Bar, which was like this big cabaret style MC in nightclub in Chicago.
I could only imagine.
And then the bar went away.
Back then, what do you MC in those days?
Yeah, the bar went
for the IG.
Oh no,
like,
trust
like,
me,
what do you
I
say in those
did the
days?
same thing.
What is that, like the 70s, 80s? Like
no, I'll show you how it's evolved, because I did the same fucking thing in my 20s.
No, but I'm saying, talking about your boy Mars,
Right.
emceeing in that time
In
for
the
Walter Payton.
70s and
Like,
80s, yeah.
what were you saying to hype up the crowd? Like, don't get caught in the paper or something.
No, because it's not.
I don't.
Well, he's not a
Like,
stand-up comedian.
No, I know,
Right,
but
right.
emceeing is a totally different gig.
It's an You're interacting with the people. So,
I'm just
yeah.
saying, like, bro, what would you say in the 70s?
I'll tell you this. What Mars's number one skill is that, and he taught me this, is how to make the uncoolest person the coolest guy in the room.
Oh shit! Wow.
And so he taught me how to do that.
Wow, that's just putting me on game right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That means that's deep. Yes.
Metro Icon.
I just had an epiphany.
That Oak Cliff weed is definitely hitting. Oh. I'm
Can I
getting that
borrow your
hood
magic
high.
carpet, please? No, that's dope, man. That hit me hard.
And
That's dope.
so, no, but like he was that guy, you know, and that was the popularity of Walter Payton. And then rest in peace, Walter Payton. He, died at pretty early age, early 90s.
Yeah, it was one of the greatest.
And when the
running backs ever.
now fast forward after about 10, 11 years, the America's Bar name is not taken anymore. Another guy named Richard Garcia buys it and creates Richard Garcia's America's Bar. And within, I think, 7 or 8 years then after he opens the business, his number one fucking MC to run his Thursday nights is Shawn Kay the Showman.
Oh, wow, bro. That's great. Hey, I wish I had another beer for that. Salute to that. Dang.
Oh, shit. Well, hey, babe! Babe! Hey! Hey, babe! Alive? Hey! She can't hear me. She's just
I didn't know this was gonna happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, how about this? We're at 37 minutes. Why don't we refresh and recollect?
Well, hold on. Before that, because of what you said right now, what your boy Mars said, what that statement right there, man. You got to try to turn the most uncoolest guy in the room to the coolest guy. That hit me so hard because with emceeing, I'm a baby in the game with that. I'm a baby in the game with comedy. Even 6 years in,
I'm a baby in comedy, but I'm a master MC.
Okay, so that's what's up. I respect that, but that right there, carries a lot of different tones to it. One, because the similarity from emceeing and comedy, which are very two different things, but there are some things that are common.
There's a lot of overlap. 100%.
Yeah. So with Mars saying that in comedy, you got to know your crowd. What did Mars just teach you? Know your crowd. But not only did he teach you to know your crowd, he taught you to, hey, that one person in the crowd that may not be having as much fun as the other people, make that motherfucker have fun, or make that woman have fun, and that's the essence of it. So that shit hit me deep. I just want to say that shit hit me deep as fuck. Yeah. That's some real shit right there, man. So shout out to Mars. I wish I could meet him.
I love getting deep inside with my guests.
That's it. I'm going home.
I threw my own pause.
I didn't get no payment for nothing. But that's I had to say that, man.
I do appreciate that. Was actually a very earnest response, and so I do appreciate the sentiment. Yeah, I mean, I love Mars. He's my favorite human being on the planet.
But yeah, when we get back, we gotta talk some comedy.
Absolutely,
we gotta talk some comedy.
We gotta talk some comedy. I want to get into some comedy drama, dog. I want to get into some comedy drama. Ooh. And I know it's a coming. So make sure you guys are taking advantage of these amazing sponsors that you hopefully heard in the intro. Otherwise, rewind, come back. We'll be right back here with the Metro Icon Podcast with the Texas Chuckle himself, Diego Morales.
Listen, world. I know there's a lot of people that are glasses wearers or has a cell phone in their pocket. Should be pretty much everybody. But just want to let you know that when you are trying to clean off those glass surfaces, you're probably doing it wrong, because not many people carry that microfiber cloth inside their pocket or on their persons whenever they're going out somewhere. But I want to let you know that there's actually an easy solution. If you guys didn't know, it is InsiderCloth.com, the last microfiber cloth you would ever need. that comes in 2 convenient colors of black and white. But for any private businesses out there, we can actually get the microfiber cloths in any color you would possibly want and have it custom printed and made in your business name. So maybe you have a conference or summit that you have coming up and you want to give out something really, really practical, functional, and unique and memorable more than anything. You can go to insidercloth.com and hit us up or shoot us an email and we'll get you hooked up. You can shoot me an email at diamediapro@gmail.com or just contact me through my socials and I'll get you some more information. But if you want to try it out yourself and you want to get hooked up, go to insidercloth.com, put in the promo code DIACloth, that's DIACLOTH, get 10% off your next order at insidercloth.com and see the magic yourself. Try it out. I promise you, I have it on probably like 75% of all of my shirts, tops, jackets, and all that. And it's such a handy tool to have that you don't really have to think about. And they come in 3 options of temporary, semi-permanent, and permanent. But even the permanent one, you can still take it off and add a new one once that cloth fades after maybe 15 to 16 washes. But if you dry clean your clothes, probably don't have to worry about it that much. So again, try it out yourself. Insidercloth.com, put in the promo code DIACloth and get hooked up today. Listen, y'all, these storms right now through DFW are next level, okay? We literally just had a storm that came through that had hurricane-like winds, tornadoes that came through and did a lot of damage to homes, all right? And when that comes and you need to make that claim with your insurance, you have to go with somebody trusted. And I'm telling you right now, there's nobody better than my guy, Teddy Johnson of D&K Contracting. He is the do-it-all of contract work, and he holds the highest level of integrity and respect. And everybody who uses Teddy Johnson always goes back to get that home repair or restoration done, especially when it comes to your roof, your fence, garage, your sidings, anything on the outside, and especially if they got damage from one of these Texas storms coming through. So all you got to do, shoot him an email and get a free consultation at teddyj.dkcontracting@gmail.com. And I promise you, he's going to give you the best return of result that you're looking for. All right. Every person that I have sent him to, they've been so happy working with Teddy, and they've literally kept him in mind for every future work. So once again, get your free consultation, shoot an email to Teddy Johnson, teddyj.dkcontracting@gmail.com. Mention the Metro Icon podcast, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. And we are in full wedding season, y'all. I've been traveling weekend after weekend, going everywhere, facilitating the services and emceeing for all these amazing clients and their incredible celebrations. And I've been having a blast. But if you have an event coming up and you are looking to get hooked up with the most elite entertainment services, whether it's DJs, MCs, silent discos, audio, visuals, mobile theaters, whatever it is, we got you for your next live event. Check us out at www.doitalllive.com, or you can shoot your formal inquiry to info@doitallentertainment.com. And again, mention the Metro Icon podcast, and I'll convince Timmy to be able to get you a good deal, all right? And if you like what you see in the video production, maybe you have some creative storyboard work that you're trying to put out social media reels for, maybe doing some voiceover work, whatever it is, that creative consultation you need to put out some content, DIA Media is the company to go to. So shoot us an email at diamediapro@gmail.com, mention the Metro Icon podcast, and I promise you, I'll get you hooked up. Timmy has nothing to do with it. But until then, y'all, let's get back to this episode with my guy, Diego. And we're back. Metro Icon podcast with my guest, the Texas Chuckle, Diego Morales. And coming off the break, relax, collected.
A little bit.
Of a fun first half. And we actually have now our audience, live audience viewership has jumped up to 2.
In Spanish, we call them las doñas. Those are the doñas right there. Las doñas. Nah, I just play. That's like a. I don't see if he laughs. I'm like, nah. It's a thing that me and my DJ say. Like whenever your significant others at the gigs are like, the doña's there, because it's like.
What make me entiendes?
Babe, his Spanish worse than mine. Like, no, it's because, like, bro, my parents are from Mexico, but I
And
have
mine's
that
still
Chicano.
better than the kids. I'll tell you.
I know,
that.
I have that Chicano Spanish. Like, just last night, I was on the mic saying something, and she's all like, it's I said comida rica, and she's like comida rico, and I'm like,
Oh
wait.
yeah. They're like the
I said rico. Yeah, I said rico.
the gender base.
No, I know because, but like in my head, the dude that served us, he's a dude. I was like, man, I'm not gonna do you with the feminine word, bro. I'm gonna give you the masculine word, and it was.
So you were like calling
Yeah,
him. You were calling
like-
him masculinely sexy.
No,
He's like, you can be my boyfriend.
nah, he was a little fabulous. He was. I remember, right? He was a little, yeah.
I'm
But
familiar.
hey, I don't care. It's whatever.
I'm like very familiar with Chicano Spanish because I'm from Chicago, and there's
There
many
you go.
Chicanos in there. in
Yeah,
Chicago.
I found that out. Yeah, there's a lot of Mexicans up there. Like we made it that far. Like dang, they were like, fuck Oklahoma.
They're like,
Keep
fuck the
going.
heat, you know. Like,
We like snow.
I want free air conditioning. That's what they wanted, man. They wanted. I mean, but one thing I do know about like the natural Mexican, South American, Latino community, like they can take elements. That's no matter what the job is, they can honestly take and withstand elements to get the job done. And
We get shit done.
get shit done.
There's this old ass YouTube of like some people, it was white people, and they were trying to be like, like we're for the Mexicans. So they went into I think to like Venice Beach by the boardwalk, like, or a busy area in California, and then they would go up to random people, be like, hey, we got a job for you right now. Are you ready for it? It only pays this little. There's no benefits, but do you need a job? They're like, yeah. Well, what is it? And they're like, you got to go pick strawberries at this field for like $5 an hour. They're like, oh no, what the hell? And then they went up to Mexicans there, and then these Mexicans, they were like, well,
$5?
I mean, well, like they went.
Right.
They didn't have nothing else to do. They were like, well, now I got this opportunity to work, and it's like, I'm not. It's just what I'm trying to pertain to is like Mexicans, we get it done, bro. Like it don't matter. We get our hands dirty.
And
so.
then also shout out to Indians because I believe Indians get it.
I wasn't trying.
They get it done
Hold
too.
on,
There's
Diego.
just
It's
more
not
headaches.
just about Mexicans.
There's more
in this
headaches that
segment.
comes with the Indian person getting it done. That's the only problem.
What do you mean?
Like they will work hard for you. Obviously, and I will say some are very like grateful for like the work opportunity, so they will put in the work in. But a lot of times it's like there's natural headaches. Whether it be like their English versus like a Hispanic guy's English, I don't think is as comically taken in as like an Indian guy is in his English, right? So the frustrations of like the on job social dynamic maybe that they might have to deal with, right?
Right.
But also it's just like after a while when they do that job, it's like they become like their work, they will look for the easiest way to get that job done. You know what I mean? Where like I think the Mexican community, their work ethic is more consistent.
We just do it right.
It's just consistent. Once
And
you find that right way,
and all the time.
yeah. Once you find it that right way, it's like there's I don't know. I guess more like admiration to give more respect to how it's getting done. And I think that there's a lot more Indians that will still try to find the fast route, the easy route, and it might not be the very right way or maybe a little bit riskier and stuff, but they're more willing to play with that, I think.
You going into that, I have to ask you this, and this is not something that I created or nothing. Like this is what happened at this job. I used to have this job where I used to sell exterior home improvement products, like this paint that was developed by Navy scientists.
Yeah, we call it paint.
Yeah. And everything from soffits to facial board, hardy background. So like this company, the top dogs, the top sellers, man, these guys are making like 10 G's, 15 G's a month. And I had just came in and they were like, you're a comedian? Like, yeah, oh, so you should get this. So they had their way of doing things, right? And you would have to go to someone's house that was looking for, improving the exterior of their home. And you would have to go and sell them on this, like, this paint was, like, it saved you all kinds. You had to explain it the way they did and all that. But, like, the thing about this company was, since I was starting off and they wanted to see what I had as a comedian, like, they had this thing across the companies. They've been around for 13 years. They're like, anytime that they had an Indian customer, nobody has ever sold to an Indian customer. So I wanted to ask you about that, and I'm not trying to say that was their thing.
No, definitely.
Sean,
this what you're talking about is the growth of my company.
okay,
Do it all. Go
okay.
ahead.
So like no, so it's like I had a couple, and like I try to do my thing, as we do, Sean, when we go and talk to venue owners and we do the business of comedy.
Don't ring me in. I don't know how you sold them. So fucking, this is what you did. Don't what we do. All right. I know how I do it.
I meant in a sense.
I want to know how you do it.
Nah, well, I did my job. But
We'll see.
Nobody. I didn't sell that. They didn't want. It was
you
too
did it,
expensive. No, it was too expensive. It was too expensive. They were like, how much? And I was like, yeah, but you're gonna send it did. I couldn't close the deal.
Yeah.
With that. So
what were you selling?
what exterior exterior home improvement products like this very expensive paint that like blocks sunlight.
Yeah.
I had to do a whole little
'Cause here's the
spill
deal.
for them and everything.
Here's the deal, right? Like you talk to like an experienced like paint palette connoisseur, somebody working in that industry, right?
I paint.
They're like,
Yeah.
Indian guy would be like, white.
No.
You are just white. What is your cheapest white?
But I would be like, you don't want the cheapest white. You want this to last, right?
No, but the paint, it's gonna be on the wall.
No, but yeah, it will be on the wall.
Yeah.
But the cheapest paint is gonna be there for like a year. Don't
Okay.
you want paint that'll be there for?
So do you have a white?
I do have various different whites.
How much is your white?
Do you want semi-gloss?
Is it like they're touching? When you touch it?
You see, this
Were
how
you
it was.
laughing like this? I'm very offended. Why you laugh?
I'm laughing at.
I came to this country for a really good reason. Okay, I have a family. I have a war. It's ugly white, and I'm just trying to give it a fresh white. Okay, so
$500.
for a can,
No, for the whole job.
500 for the whole job.
500 for the whole job.
And
What you do? I need the cash right
the
now,
white
though.
paint is included?
Everything, labor, everything. I need the money right now, and I'll be right back.
Hold on. You said right now.
Right now, I need the money right now, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get everything.
Hold on. Listen, I came from India. Okay.
Okay,
I
and I
know-
came from down the street.
You look like cool guy. You look
I'm
like a cool
a
guy.
very cool guy.
I understand. Right? Diego, right? Diego.
Yes, Holmes.
Diego. Okay. Pranab.
Chale.
Yeah. Is that your last name, Charlie?
No, that's no. Chale is
Are
a
you
thing that
named
we
after a
say.
chai? Because I
Chale-
drink chai. Do you want some chai?
I'll put you on Mexican game. Chale
I'll
means.
send you some chai. Do you want some chai?
Chale means like
Chale chai?
Chale is like when you say something ridiculous. Chale like bro.
Oh, okay. So let me tell you what is ridiculous in my life. Okay. So I have $300 absolutely, and then the wall is white. Job is done, and we call it.
500. That's the cheapest you'll get it.
So you can't see me through the phone though. You just talk to them on the phone.
No, this was in their house.
Oh shit! You
I
talk
was face to face with an Indian dude and his old wife.
Action. All right, here we go. Back in. So you see my house.
It needs paint. I could paint it right now with $500.
Listen, my wife, she gets sad. Okay, she gets sad, so she spend the money all the time. I said, baby, you Charlie, baby, Why are you laughing?
No, your wife, Charlie baby? Yeah.
No, baby. Chai.
Chai baby?
I asked her to get me the tea.
Chai?
I
You call
asked
her
to get
tea
it.
baby?
Yeah.
Tea baby.
Sometimes you have to dip them into something new.
Dip it in that hot
But
juice.
she's like, she's need the white wall. So I said, okay, let me get you white wall. Happy
Let me
wife, happy
sippity
life.
sip.
The happy wife, happy life.
Yes.
Happy wife, happy
And you
life.
sip it.
I said, that's why me and you are talking now, Diego.
Yes. Do you want this paint job for $500?
Listen, she spent. I had the $500.
Man, that's not my problem.
But I'm telling you my problem.
I know, but you have another problem. Your paint job.
But you want the job though.
For $500.
Okay, you know what? I'll call you right back. I'm talking to another guy. His name is Fernando, and I'm gonna talk to him. And he was saying that he might be able to do under 500. So
Okay.
I
got another job too, so I'm gonna go start that one instead of starting
you know
yours.
what? Understood.
All right, well, I'm gonna go. I could be working on your house, but I'm gonna go work on this one.
You know what? I don't know much of the English, but I soy entiendes.
Okay, entiendes.
See.
All
So Hey, good luck. I will call you back.
Good luck sipping your ice, sir.
I will call you back. 100%.
Okay.
I will drink. And scene.
There we go. And scene.
Didn't make that sale.
Improv.
Didn't make that sale.
Improv.
Give it up.
Improv.
For both of us.
Didn't make the sale, but I got the views.
I got you to break, but I broke the scene. So that's the only problem is I broke the scene to ask a question. Man, so this is in-person sales. See, like I have to sell to Indian clients all the time because I do these Indian weddings.
Damn, that's crazy. I've seen the footage. Those are
And we are one of the most expensive companies, like as far as that, like deals with destination, fusion, and Indian weddings. We're like one of the more expensive companies. And like the hardest, and if you ask any Indian person, like who they think like would be the hardest to sell to, the answer will be the same. They'll probably say to themselves, Gujaratis. If you know Gujarati people, like Punjabis, you know Punjabi.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Punjabis. Then there's Gujaratis. Then there's like Hindus, Telugu. There's a lot. I'm Malu and Malayalam, which is like all the way in the bottom. We're like closest to Sri Lanka. Anyways, Gujaratis, North Indians, they are like, they're just the hardest to get like to sell to. So especially when it's a Gujarati client, like, you know, they're haggling on price. It's a standard. It's in our DNA code to haggle the price that you get.
Yeah.
It's never what it is.
Just like a Latina woman has to argue with you for
Yeah.
no reason.
And now it's even gotten better. I'm
It's-
getting, especially with my new home situation, I'm able to make the sell even better.
Like I saw this TikTok the other day.
Because I will tell them to their face. I say, listen. Why are you laughing? You don't even know what I'm gonna say.
No, because I'll say to their face. Like,
I
you
will
got
say to them.
serious. It's like, whoa, bro, it's a podcast.
But no, sometimes it'll be a video chat. I'll still say it. I'll turn my camera will be off the whole time. I'll turn my camera on just to say the statement. You know what I mean? I'd be like, listen, I'm willing to give you a discount on my rate when I was working for just myself, but now I have a family. So if you can't pay the rate,
Nice.
that means that my Mexican kids are gonna eat less.
Dang. I've done that too.
Aren't you Indian? Yes.
I've used my kids too.
Yeah.
I had a old video. That
And I think that's the only, like, it's a very honest, why are you even doing this business? Why is your rate the way it is? And it's also like, you know, they'll compare me to another MC that is like less than half my rate that he's charging. And they're like, it's between you and that guy. And I'm like, can you come close? And I'm like, no, I'll tell you why. I was like, because variable questions. Have you seen me perform or not? Is this word of mouth? Okay. Let's just say it's word of mouth. I'm like, okay, I don't know what this person told you what I did for them. Well, okay, you know what? They told you like they said that you do all these things, you know, with your singing and you bring comedy and whatever, right? And then I'd be like, okay, well, if that other MC is offering everything that I can provide you and with the confidence to get it done, you should definitely hire him. That's a great rate.
Boom.
You know what I mean?
Boom.
But here's
I like
the
that.
most
I like that.
impactful
You
event.
put pressure on them.
The most impactful wedding I've ever done, and I'll say this, I'll be like, the most impactful wedding I've ever done is a very successful wedding where the bride never showed up to the reception. COVID wedding.
Wait, so they still had the
Reception.
They still had the party without the bride?
Because the bride was sick. She got sick after the church.
So what? They like zoomed the fucking
No. So it was a
ceremony?
COVID wedding. It was only 150 people max in Chicago. And then the bride got like really sick. She was mentally all there, but she physically got sick. And it was like very much highly stress induced from like, there was so many variables they had to change. And I knew the groom personally, like I grew up with this guy. And they had to change their venue 3 weeks prior. They had to change like seating assignments, vendor changes, all this type of shit, right? And this is 3 weeks prior to the event, right? So it's kind of like the week of dealing with everything, lack of sleep, lack of nutrition, all that. So it's like after the church, it was like she hit this like physical collapse point. And like, bro, this is like this wedding would have been a 600 to 700 people, easy. If it was a non-COVID wedding, it would have been 600 to 700 people. And it was 150. We had at least 2-3 doctors, some nurses, and fucking pharmacists that were ever to like create like
They were
live
at the
scripts.
wedding?
Like I was the MC.
No, I'm saying these pharmacists, they were
Yeah. That's how my people do, dude.
It's all, they were part of your company.
They're the family. No, they're the family. They're the family members.
Okay.
Pretty much, it's 150.
Okay.
This is like very
Plus 4.
little.
2
I mean,
doctors and a nurse.
aunts, uncles, cousins.
Oh,
All right. So, but like because they were in a different, bigger ballroom, and they had the bride and groom in a soft wall divider. So they're on the other side of their full reception happening, right? And while they're trying to revive her, she's like, the only thing I can remember is hearing people like clapping and laughing and then
Hold on, bro.
we
So
hear
this
music.
lady was dying.
No, she was not dying.
Well, you said revive.
No, they were trying to get her to like be able to like walk straight. Like,
Man,
like her,
crazy.
like literally her like
Man,
legs
that's-
collapsed. It was like
that
it was
sucks for
pure.
her. That
it was
sucks for
pure
her- her-
It was pure exhaustion.
Yeah,
Like
but for her wedding to be like that,
and then,
that
and
sucks.
by the time the groom, because the groom was like refusing to walk into the reception, he's like, I won't walk in without my bride. So by the time he finally was, it was like they called it where like she needs to just rest, you know, and that's all it is. It was like a little after 9:30. He was walking into like an open dance floor, like people on his dance floor dancing, and like had to he dressed.
That's what's up.
And then once he got done with the announcement, and I was like, well, we're gonna party with you once, and so I make sure to had a DJ had a song ready, and then like just hit it, and then
Nice.
so people got to dance with him once.
You kept the show. The show must go on.
Right, and then
Mr.
by the
Showman,
second
the
song,
show must
he
go
like
on.
dipped out to
That's what's up.
start the honeymoon. I guess.
Yeah. Start the honeymoon and the IV drip, please.
Oh Jesus! I mean, I don't.
Shit,
I mean,
man, that
she's
sucks,
good,
bro, to
She's
have
good.
your wedding
she's
day like
good.
that.
And you know, my fiance has met them before, so
Oh
it's like,
really, man? I hope they had like a redo party. You know,
you know what?
where she
Actually,
could
what they told me
actually
was,
like
so
dance
the day
and stuff.
after the wedding reception, and we do this in our like culture, but because it's Christian, you know, Catholic weddings mostly. But like the next day, there's like a brunch. and
Now we
there's-
talking.
There's a brunch, and like it's kind of barbecue style brunch, you know. And
Yeah,
it'll
yeah.
usually be at like, so if it was like in the bride's city or town, it'll be at like their parents' house, right? You know. And there's a little bit of a ceremony that happens where it's like the bride's family will physically like hand the daughter to the groom's family, like, hey, you know, like she's your problem now, like, you know,
yeah.
type of deal. But there's like, you know, good little hang and stuff like that. But the next day after this family's wedding, and I'm related to the extended family to the groom's side through like marriage, but they all like the things that she met, the speeches, the performances, and all that. They did that all at the brunch the next day. They played videos, they did their speech, and it was kind of like even more intimate. And they got
Kind of meant more. It meant more. That's
Yeah.
what's up, man.
And
That's
so
what's up,
I
man.
was like so happy that they did that.
That's
you
what's
know?
up for you to have that.
But
under your belt, man.
going back to the whole reason why I told the story was that like I was like here's two things, and especially as a Gujarati client, I'm like, here's two things. One, it's like you are caring about the party because you know your guests are only going to remember two things: the food and the party. And so you want their guests to have a fantastic time and have a memorable time. So from that story, I can entertain your guests even if you don't show up. That's one. Two, I started in the entertainment game working in the bar and bar mitzvah industry with Jewish clients.
Ooh,
All
big
right.
money.
You know, I mean, in the role, it wasn't. I was getting paid employee rate, right? But like,
Okay.
not a contract rate, but like an employee rate. You know,
Yeah, you
but
want them contracts. Yeah.
But I was like, I started working in the in this entertainment game with Jews. Good Jews are nothing. If I can get a Jew to pay my price, I think a good Jew should.
Because you could.
I was going to do it all. Like,
That's that Civ. That's that Civ joke.
So that's pretty much what I tell them, and I leave it to them. But like they're at that point, it's just for me, it's like I know what essentially I offer, and I won't compromise what my working rate will be. I would rather drive Lyft and make like a couple $100 and networking, correcting, and providing a service than compromise on what I know how to do the best.
Dude, that's facts right there, man. That's another way of saying know your worth. And that goes a lot into comedy too. Is like,
But also have some self-awareness, because sometimes some of y'all talk a lot of hot shit about yourselves. You ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of motherfuckers that will talk a very hot game, and especially it's hard for me to stand when you meet somebody like comedian, entertainer, DJ, whatever. They talk about past accolades for like well over 5 years ago, and they hold on to that. I did this and I did that. I'm like, what are you doing now?
I see what you're saying.
What are you doing now?
Yeah, as a fellow producer in town, I say this to a lot of people. A lot of comics, they'll be hitting me up for spots and stuff like that. And this is the thing, like, it's because when I first started, I never did that. I never saw it. I have a simple philosophy in this game, especially if you're just starting out, and it's something it just grew into what I am now. Nobody ever told me this, but don't ask, get asked. Mm-hmm. So when these comedians are in my DMs and asking me for spots, it's like, for one, it's like, you ain't even ever liked one of my show posts or shared it or nothing. It's like, what are you doing in this game that making me notice you? Like, I used to be, before the pandemic, shout out to Mike again, because we would be doing like 12 to 14 open mics a week. Like Mondays.
Which is like, and they even talk about it. If you talk to real, like the big top, the Joe Rogans, the Chappelles, and they're like, you really love this? They'll ask you, you really love this game? You really love this game?
You have to sacrifice.
If you doing less than 10 mics, if you're not being put on active shows, if you're not actively put on shows and you don't have a working commitment to that time frame, you should be doing it. No, if you're doing less than 10, then you ain't doing enough to climb as fast as you want to. You know what I mean?
And look, when I say this, what I'm about to say, I really don't as far as like what I post and all that, I could be a little arrogant and I like to roast and talk shit and all that, but as far as for the craft and what we're all trying to do, no, what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm trying to get serious with this. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm still a student in the game, but I've put in my work. I feel like I put in my dues where I was hitting those mics, because you have to make a sacrifice.
Yeah,
I was at Hyenas Dallas waiting till 1:30 for 3 minutes, and then I had to be up at 4 to get to work at 5. Like, I did that for 2.5 years, and like, what I'm trying to say is, like, I didn't ask these comedians that I didn't know them, like Todd Birdwell.
Oh my God, yes.
No, like back in the day, like when I would hit open mic, they would introduce me as like one of the hardest working comics, and it's like, I didn't ask them to do that.
Right.
They noticed that I was at mics all the fucking time. I didn't know I didn't know the business. I didn't know anybody. I saw the clicks, and I was just doing me. And then Mike popped up, and like they saw the work like that, and then because they saw what work I was putting in, I respected what they saw in me. So I wanted to see that in putting people on. So the people that I put on, like, I've told comedians this, like, if I'm not booking you or whatever, and you want to be on one of my shows, show up to one of my shows. Bring one person. Bring one person to the show. I will book you that fucking night,
bro.
I will book you. And then look, and then there's another thing. Is like, okay, maybe you're not supporting my personal shows, but are you supporting the scene? Like, are you even going? Like, this is what I tell the young comics: go to shows that you're not booked on. Just go there, and then let that producer know that you're there. 9 times. Look, Shawn, before when I was really active, man, I fell off on the mic scene and all that, and I've been doing my own thing and all that. But what I would do, I would say, when I didn't have a show, like on a Friday or Saturday, I would look up who would have a show, and I would say in my mind, I would call it, I'm gonna go challenge this producer's nuts. And this is what I mean by that. It's nothing. It's nothing hostile. It's nothing hostile.
Come to my nuts, son.
It's a fellow producer, because as a producer of comedy in that DFW, you know the other producers. We all know each other.
Right.
The people that actually do actively put shows on, whether it be at the clubs or your own venue, whatever. So what I would do if I didn't have a show, I would go to another producer's show, and I would just show up. And what I say by testing their nuts is, I would just show up, and I would be like, are they going to put me on? Because they know I'm a producer. And it's like, if you put me on, bro, I will book you with a pay spot right then and there. I would just test her nut because it's respect the hustle. Like, respect the hustle. I've never been a comedian to go with my hands like, can you put me on?
Yeah.
I've never asked for that spot. I've always been asked because of the hustle. And it's like, I'm not saying I'm the shit. I'm just saying, like, I put the work in to where I got bags under my eyes. This game is crazy. Like, the nightlife, whether you're DJing, whether you're singing, whether you're a comedian, whether you're a poet, whether you're a musician, this night lifestyle is not for the weak. And then if you have a strong woman on your side that is supporting that, that shit is even like way more of a blessing because you have someone that, because I'm telling you, that shit is hard. You have to think about it like this. Your man is leaving to perform. Women love performers, and it's like you're here at the house, taking care of the house, taking care of the kids, while your man's out there shining for people. That shit fucks with your loved ones. So it's like, but how are you away from the stage to where they understand? Can you keep that cool? So it's like all this shit goes deep. You know, like people on stage, people that see us on stage, they don't understand this grind because, like, for me being a father of four, to go to open mic. All right, I got to get off work first because I got to pay the bills. But then now where the girls, my sister, shout out to my sisters and my mom, they raised my girls for me. Like, I'm so blessed to have them. And it's like, where are they at? Okay, they're good. Okay, so can I hit this mic or fuck? I got to be up at this. So it's like, it's a bitch. It's a bitch, you know? And it's like, a lot of people don't understand that. So when I say don't ask, get asked, I'm not attacking you. I'm just challenging you. Another thing, Shawn, that I want to get.
I'm loving everything you're saying. Keep going.
Shawn,
Keep going, dude.
Another thing, so like a lot of times when you're on a showcase and there's 5, 6 comics, 8 comics, which I hate being on shows with 8 comics because this is the audience.
Yeah.
I've
been learning that.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that too. But what I'm trying to get at is like, Shawn, so like we've all been there, Shawn, where like you know, maybe you're one of the first comics to go up and then you see the rest of the show. And then, like, we got to keep it real, comedians, because I'm not the one, bro. I hate when a comic gets off stage and he didn't do so hot. I've been there. I've bombed so hard at Hyena's Red Room, I heard the toilets flush after my punchline.
Because the toilets are close.
I've been there. I've fucking bombed so hard. I've been there. But when I've bombed, I would hate when a comedian be like, good shit, good job. Nah, so this is the thing I'm saying. So this one time, man, I was at Rose City Comedy Club. Shout out to Tyler, man. I fucking love it. I had to go.
I haven't performed there, but
you'll love it.
I see, and I've heard a lot of really great things.
This is my thing. Small town comedy versus a sold out show. I always take a small town because the small town, they ain't got nothing going on.
They're more grateful for it. You have a more grateful audience.
Exactly. Grateful audience. Exactly. That's a bit right there. Grateful audience. So I had to close out. I had to follow Jimmy Nelson. I don't know if you fucked. Jimmy Nelson is a killer, bro. I respect that motherfucker, bro. He is polished, funny, witty. Crowd work is there. He's good, so he fucking lit it up. And then, but that show, there was some comedians that went before that they didn't do so hot. And there's one comic, he came off, and then like 2 or 3 comics were like, "Hey man, good job." And I was like, so when he came up to me, he expected me to say the same thing, and he went up like that, and I go, "Hey, what do you think about your set?" He goes, "Yeah, you too." And look, bro, and
he did not yes and that moment.
Yeah, so it's like, no, and look, and then I say that to comedians getting off stage because how do you feel about it?
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna get mad at me, for calling you out, then you are not being true to the craft and are getting better. Because and deep down, bro, when
you have to have humility in this fucking game,
bro.
Dude.
Because if you've been working on that joke all week, I'm gonna be in Tyler this weekend, and then that joke don't hit, you know it in your heart that it didn't hit.
Bro, you're hitting on something so
That's
hard.
what I'm saying. So it's like you gotta recognize your own fuck-ups.
Stop validating your fake sense of recognition.
Look, shout out to another comedian, CJ Starr. He's been posting this for years. I hate when comedians, after a show, it's a sold out show, but they go, "Man, shout out to everybody. Everybody did good on the show." No, they didn't. CJ had
so you'll call out.
No, I don't call him out. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Instead, this is how, in a sense, euphemize a post where all the comedians haven't done good. I'll be like, "Man, last night was another great comedy night." I didn't say shit. I'm not gonna.
Another great comedy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna comment on comment.
You're not.
'Cause
You're
I've
not
been there,
lying.
yeah.
Actually, you know what? Fuck. This is another thing you and I definitely relate to because there's a lot of things that I communicate, and it's one of those things where it's like I'm not gonna call out how I actually feel. I'm only gonna call out a sector of my truth that is just like maybe let's call it the universal understanding. So I enjoyed my time. Regardless of like how you feel as a producer, right? And you were put on that show working and seeing that guy on that stage and how he did with that bit, whatever, right? Or how he handled that situation.
We go into that too.
Yeah,
right
but you might have the record for the longest fucking episode.
So check this out.
We are going to make our women so fucking angry that how long we are having our own bro guys night and recording it.
Well, look, real quick on that. So a lot of people don't understand this in comedy. As a producer, Shawn, I think I've seen when you produce your shows, you like to host them, and I do that too because. And I'm not knocking down any producers in town or across Texas.
No, he's just complimenting me, so everyone shut up.
No, I'm saying like when a producer puts himself as the headliner, that's cool, man. Like I'm not knocking that down.
Oh, I don't do that.
No, I don't do that because I'm not a headliner.
Mm-hmm.
I respect it so much. I just did my first hour and it was not the greatest in my sense. I got good feedback, but it's just I respect it so much. So what I'm trying to say is like when we produce, when a lot of people, the audience, they don't know when you host a show versus doing a set, that's night and day. Because let's say right now, Ralph Barbosa, shout out to him, man. He's putting Dallas on the map. If you have Ralph as the headliner, Ralph's the headliner. Everybody's there to see Ralph, but the host,
name is going to fill seats.
But the host,
1,000% of the time.
Exactly, but the host is the show.
Yes.
Because the host don't go up just once.
Yes.
So the host is like if the host comes up. And it's like that's a whole other ball game that people don't fucking realize. As a producer,
he gets it.
There's been times, bro. I used to do this comedy competition. It was called Texas Chuckle Comedy Tussle, and I had
fucking tongue twister ass title.
Yeah, and then I had champions, and then I had a championship, and that shit fell off because of all this drama, whatever. But what I would do, there was this one show, man, I had in the Red Room, and you know like. These comedians I was putting on, they're comedians that just started, so obviously their shit wasn't tight. They were there though, they brought people, but their shit wasn't tight. So as a host, the show was going like this. What does a host have to do? Mm-hmm. Bring that bitch back.
Bring it back.
But then see, a lot of people don't realize that that's a job in itself. Not only as a producer and the host, I got to worry about light, money, lineup, comedians here, sound, seats. So, and then now I got to bring the show back up because this motherfucker didn't prepare enough, or he had an off night. A lot of people don't get that.
Bro, the amount of times when you just like you give them a set time.
Oh, and then they go over the light. Or they go over the light.
No, well,
if they go
over the light is one.
Over the light is more disrespectful than under.
Yeah, I agree.
For under, I'm
100%.
sad.
Yeah,
over the light, I'm mad.
You.
Yeah, I'm sad that you gave up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, and I think
you gave up.
It's like it's
just keep going, keep bombing, keep bombing.
This is what it is. This is what it is. Is over the light, you're disrespecting me. But under the light, you're disrespecting yourself.
Exactly, yeah. If you're bombing and you're scared because you got 2 women, keep fucking bombing, bro.
Bro,
eat like, that bag of dicks.
You know who does it? And I don't
you
know,
have to.
Are you familiar with Bill King?
Bill King, hell yeah. Come
Bill
on,
fucking King. The reason why I love him,
the doctor,
because he is
now, bro. That's my boy, man.
No.
Oh, I'm Bill. I thought you said Brian King. My
Brian. No, you're thinking about Dr. Brian King.
Bill King.
Bill King.
Bill King is.
He's engaged to a Mexican woman.
Oh, my boy Bill. Oh yeah, I had him on my other show. Yeah,
Bill King.
Yeah. He's a hustler too, man.
He's
been
a hustler.
Everywhere.
He loves the game. He's only love. But he is a bomb comedian. Like I'm talking.
He's very clever.
He's
gonna get stronger.
He's an aftermath comedian. Like, to be honest, he will struggle.
I've never heard that aftermath comedian.
Like he will
define that. What do you mean by that?
Because the funniest thing to me in any comedy show is watching a comedian try, especially when it's an open mic, right? When they're trying a bit or maybe even doing a successful bit that they're used to, and then it doesn't go the way they expect it, and watching them deal with the bomb. And it's like once that lull is created.
That's interesting. I've never heard
Once that lull is created.
Aftermath comedian.
Yeah. Go to an open mic with me, bro. Like,
So you're saying Bill King bombs so much that he's great at aftermath?
Yeah, like he bombs so much that the way he did his comedy, the laughs he gets from the audience. The last that he gets from the audience is how he deals with that joke not
Bill,
going
he said
anywhere.
it, I mean.
No, he knows it.
I like Bill, but
Bill knows
Bill
it.
does Spanish comedy, bro. I
Yeah.
fuck with him hard,
Yo,
bro.
Bill has a hilarious, I won't say
Bill.
it, but he has a very hilarious joke where he teases and makes fun of his fucking wife and does a Spanish accent.
And then
she's
recently
been in the crowd and heard it, babe.
didn't he post her going on stage?
Yeah, she's done an open mic at least.
yeah,
Like,
and then
I've seen
Pilar
her
did
do it
too,
like
right?
3 or 4 times. Yeah.
Pilar did your roast.
Oh, dude, that was such.
She went on stage too, man. You see?
But bro,
There's
it
only
was a
one left.
struggle. That footage is coming out. Sam, shout out to Sam Brand.
Shawn, Kayla has told me if I ever go on stage, I'm gonna roast the fuck out of you. So I'm kind of scared.
So the reason why I made that little twit on about the roast when you started talking about like comedians roast each other, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Because I saw your man's at Sharks, and I've never seen him at an open mic ever, and so he was at Sharks. All right, rest in peace, Sharks Volume 3. I don't know if you knew Noah closes doors, but yeah. But
it sucks, man. It was a
for now,
beautiful
Sharks is a fucking
shout out to Noah, man.
Is a revival fucking comedy club, and I will support Sharks till the day.
I will support Noah Shark until I can't
love
no
Noah
more.
Shark
What
to
he's
death.
done for comedy.
Yes.
I wish I'd have met him sooner,
Yes.
man. When Sprung was alive.
100%. I'm glad that I met him close to him and George Red Speaks have been the two guys fresh that I met.
George Red told me about him. He's like, bro, you need to start fucking with him, and I was just busy doing my shit.
You need a metal guy. You need to fuck with metal people. Like, you need to fuck with, like...
I love metal.
Yeah, metal, rock, hard motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, I love mosh pits.
And Noah, but he's also fucking such a giant... Like, he's such a soft, beautiful man.
Bro, I could see it. He runs a fucking
his heart
music
and his,
school,
and
man,
his
for
touch.
kids. That says enough for me.
Yeah, but when you were talking about the roast, like, the last time I saw him at Sharks and I saw him sitting there, and I was like, yo, make sure you stick around. I'm like, yo, Mano's about to put me up in a minute. Make sure you stick around. I was like, I was taking my first opportunity. Very first time. And then as soon as shut up, I got you to laugh, motherfucker. Don't even do it.
Lullaby.
Yeah. For the first like minute and a half in my 3 minutes.
diabetes was acting up.
Yeah. So then that's not my fucking problem. You've had those fucking problems.
Yeah,
for a
I
minute.
know. Not like that. Like diabetes makes me sweaty. That made me sleepy.
Nah, I saw you wake up. Motherfucker.
Nah. But so how'd your birthday roast go? Who's the hardest?
I would say Josh Stramiello.
I like Josh.
What the fuck? I just lost your fucking scene. What the?
Josh is very.
I lost my scene.
Josh is very articulate and he's smart.
Josh is a very, very well. He did one
And
very funny joke.
He gets deep with his shit. He'll look at you. He'll study you. He's a lawyer, so a motherfucker.
Yeah.
He uses.
And most people don't know that about him. Most people don't know that about him.
Yeah, I know Josh. Me and Josh go
Yeah,
back.
he goes hard. He definitely goes hard in the paint. I lost one of my scenes, and so I'm trying to bring it back because the camera's just on you.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case,
There we go.
y'all can follow me on Instagram at Texas Chuckle. Everywhere.
There we go.
Everywhere.
It's okay. That's why I still have the.
So
wide
this is the longest
backup lens.
podcast of your Metro Icon.
No, not yet. I said 2 hours would be our longest one. So
Oh,
we could
okay.
take another break.
I'm just getting started.
Ladies, how are you feeling?
Yeah, we ain't got shit to do, but you let me know. When y'all start seeing her pinch the back of my elbow, it's like,
No. You know what? We have a few chanclas actually right along the door, so feel free to just grab one.
Wow.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Look how racist he gets.
Racist.
Why you gotta be chancla? She could throw.
How about I'm respecting my household? How about that? All right. I'm respecting the boundaries of my household.
That was a good flip of the script.
Yeah.
Man, I would hate to argue.
Oh,
with
you think you were the only one in this game,
Nah,
motherfucker?
that was toxic as hell. I like that. I respect that. That warmed my heart.
I don't know if maybe it's the camera. Maybe the camera went out. I don't know if the camera went out. But wait, no, I can see my fucking self. I can see myself.
Cut.
No, it's okay. All right, I'll fuck with it later. We'll take another break and then come back for a closeout session.
Closeout.
It's too good.
That
But
was some good comedy talk, man.
No, but you know what? I think.
And we didn't even get into the nitty-gritty of the jokes.
You did a very good producer's vent. What you actually talked about, I 1,000% fucking agree with. And I think that
It's
like,
a lot, man.
No,
People,
it's a lot.
people don't understand. The
People don't
comedians, the
understand
comedians
yeah.
on the show, most comedians on the show don't understand. Like it's just I chose you because I think this lineup would work. And then when they're late or like go over the light, all that, it sucks, man. Because it's like you're disrespecting the work. The work, like I lost sleep for this. You just got to show for 20 minutes. I've been
You
working
have
on
no
this for
idea.
100 hours.
You actually have no idea how much I cared about this show that I put you on. And I think that like that gets lost. And all right, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question. All right. Say you found a passionate comedian, all right? He supported your shows. He would come through, see what you got going on, but you've seen him on stage, let's say more than once. Or let's say them, not him or her, right? You see them on stage more than once and feel very confident as a producer that they do not have their stage delivery when it comes to their material or when it comes to their general confidence on stage, but their material to their natural command presence for the stage.
Yeah, there's a lot of layers.
And they're like, hey man, so like if you have like maybe like a non-pressure, like if you happen to have
and they've supported.
they've been
Like
supporting.
yeah. Oh, and they like showed up. Oh, that right there is enough because, like Shawn, we've all like I said again, I've been there.
Because then MC,
I'm
you know how to come back from it.
yeah. No, not only that, but like when first starting out, man. Like I mean, like
Somebody took a chance on you.
exactly. Not only that, and I've always learned more from bombing
But
than
as the
killing a room.
producer- No, but what I'm saying though, as a producer, like somebody took a chance on you because they saw your talent, your delivery, and then they're like, hey, you know what? Like, I want you to be on. I'm saying that you have an understanding of this comedian, right? Like he is
Okay.
he or she is like a homie. Honestly, you're like, yo, I like this person, right?
Okay.
But the comedy is booty. Like they're just not able to win an audience. They're not able to work their material, or maybe you've seen them. Maybe you've been like, putting your work. You going into your mics. You're seeing this person on the mic and performing because you know what? Maybe they show up. They're the first one to show up to sign up so they can go on and get it when the fucking open mic is at its hottest, where you have comedians and producers and an audience, and you've seen this person perform. Let's say at least 3 times, 3 times.
Yeah.
And maybe they get a Texas chuckle here and there. But in the end, like,
Yeah, no, I get you.
You don't see,
Yeah.
you don't see, let's call it the realm of growth. You don't see maybe the realm of growth. And then, but they support your shit. And so it's kind of like your heart.
Everything you're
them.
saying to what it boils down to me, and you were real passionate with that, and I respect that because, again, you just said
'Cause I see it from their
producer
eyes,
hat,
yeah.
producer hat, but this is the thing for me, and it goes like sadly, man, I've said this I've said this since I've started. Sadly, the sacrifices that I've made for comedy, I've put comedy before my daughters. It's sad to say because of what I want to leave them with later. So and that
Let me
so-
ask you why. Let me like to make that
Because-
decision as a father. You know what I mean? Like understanding your love for the game, right? Like, and again, I'm not even asking this question, staying in any way, like of any type of lack of presence of father, because I believe that you're a very active, present father.
Thank you.
And honestly, I see even you mentioned when I was talking about like just how I'm talking with the girls, with Pilar's daughters, right? I have them hear father references, but for them, it's like they've kind of already accepted me as their dad. You know what I mean? I might not be their father, but I'm their dad. You know what I mean? And I've heard
And that speaks volumes of what you've done, man.
Thank you.
That's respectful.
But like I've even see that, and it's like I know how much all of your daughters mean to you. And I think that one thing that I'm gonna say is that one thing they also see is that they see how passionate Boppy works for the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I appreciate that, man. Like, thank you for saying that. And sadly, I think that the passion that they see, they also see the time that I'm not there. I've been told by them, and it hurts. I mean, it's just it's everything.
And you know what? I'm gonna tell you this, and I think that you'll definitely be able to empathize with this. And it's only fitting because she's here. But like one thing I can count on Pilar is like she's a phenomenal caretaker, right? And And you know what? I want to cheers you, bro. While you still have that salud, bro. Because honestly, you just went on probably the most impactful rant of any of my episodes. I think that what you said is probably the most relatable. Where like, because I'm the type of guy or interviewer where like I will at least try to find the opposition in some sense, even if I agree with you. I was like,
it'll make good content.
Yeah,
It'll make good combo.
No, makes great dialogue, and
Yeah.
sometimes it makes discovery because you sometimes provide a perspective to a very strong opinion,
Or you
know?
probe them and they say some shit you didn't expect.
Yeah,
I got you.
or to the point where you get them going
Yeah.
silent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As a host,
Yeah.
it only looks fucking dope. You know what I mean? So,
I see you, Shawn. You good, bro.
but again, it really is about the content of character dialogue, right? So. One thing I love is that like every single morning, I would say that like 9.5 times out of 10, 95% of my mornings I wake up and I'm greeted with a cup of coffee. And
That's love, bro.
yeah. And
Same here. Kayla makes sure I'm good before I go to
and then
work.
on the weekends, when let's say mostly Saturdays, if I'm in town or on the weekends or whatever, Saturdays and Sundays, obviously the girls and the kids, they wake up early, but like I will wake up to the girls arguing on who's going to bring me coffee.
That's a beautiful problem.
Yeah. It's
That's
the
what's up,
fucking
man.
thing, you know what I mean? Like how
Hey, again, Shawn, that just, bro,
Yeah.
like to everybody watching and listening, for to come into another a child's life that they don't know what's going on. They they're kids. They don't know that their mom is feeling some type of way for another human being that they have no idea who it is, and then to accept them like that, it just speaks volumes of what you're doing, bro. So respect to that.
Thank you very much.
You don't have your own offspring per se as your blood, but you are being a great father to those little girls, to those three children, to those children that deserve it.
Yeah, and
because
I think,
your
father,
woman loves
I think
you.
I think your like the term, and I think that's where my role as like this stepdad type of deal, right? Where like differentiating.
You're the king of the castle,
yeah,
bro.
like because I have a father.
They're the heirs.
I have a father that I came from his nuts. You know what I mean? And so I
hope so.
And I know so. You know what I mean? I know so. My parents were arranged, cuz.
Really?
Yeah, my parents were in arranged marriage.
What?
They met.
I've never met. Really, man? That's interesting as hell, bro.
My parents are in arranged marriage. They knew each other for a week. You want to know how my parents
Shut
got married?
bro. That shit's you just see that in movies and stuff.
Yeah, no, but it's a real, huh?
No way, Holmes.
It's real, Holmes. It's real, Holmes. It's real life, Holmes. You know what I mean? You don't know how we do it.
We get real right here on
You
Metro
don't know how
Icon
we do
Podcast.
it in the slums. No, but like the real fucking talk, right? Like my mom, my rest in peace, my uncle, who's like kind of like he was the second oldest brother of my mom, one of 8, and he was the second oldest, and he was kind of like the godfather of the family. Like for me, like my godparents were my fucking grandparents. Dumb decision. You know what I mean?
There's similarities in Mexican
Yeah,
culture.
but like if anything happens to my
padrinos-
parents, it's like, yo, I got a even harder time stamp just due to general nature. I'm my fucking. You will make
I
me an
get you.
orphan before the age of 18,
I
cuz
get
you know what I
you.
mean?
Yeah,
like
I
these
get-
statistics don't lie, dog. You know. What I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
But like he.
It's different Indian culture.
Yeah, but my uncle, he was kind of like he took care of everybody. You know what I mean? And I saw him to like what I imagine as a king, right? And like where the fuck I was going with this, but like, god damn it, what we were just talking about before this. I had an outside.
You were talking about how your parents were arranged marriage.
Right.
Yeah.
So when my oldest my mom is one of 3 sisters, and they're in order, right? They're like 4, 5, 6 or some shit. And my mom's the youngest of those 3 sisters. So when the 7th, my aunt was getting married, she was going to India, right? My mom was next in line to get married. And so when they went for that trip, and they were already sponsored living in Chicago, the reason why I brought up my godfather is because he sponsored my mom and my aunt.
Oh shit.
And so they were living and growing up in Chicago.
Nice.
My mom was the only reason my dad came to the U.S. Because while they were there, and my aunt was getting married, they were like, oh, well, why do we have to waste money on another plane ticket, on another date. You're both here.
Say it like they said it.
So I can't speak Malayalam.
I'm sorry.
That's how much of a coconut
was
I am.
racist.
That's how much of I'm a hard shell with a white inside. Right? that's
we
my
have those
Indian
in
dad
Mexican
joke.
too. We have
That's my Indian.
the
You
Mexican.
the problem is I raised you as coconut. That's all.
No, the Mexicans that don't speak Spanish, they'll be like, hey, I'm Jesus de la Cruz Garcia Rosa. I was like, oh snap,
Bro.
yeah, they don't speak no Spanish.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know my fiance's government name? I know this shit by heart, dogs.
We're gonna bleep this out.
Right? It's hold on, ready?
It's Maria del Pilar. Maria del Pilar Rodriguez Mayorga.
Okay. Mayorga, that was a great boxer. He was only a boxer.
That's her mom's name.
The Mayorga, the boxer, if everybody knows, shout out to my boy Abraham. He looks just like him. He was a boxer too. But Mayorga was the boxer that would smoke cigarettes during training.
Oh yeah, he was an asshole.
He was an asshole.
Yeah,
he was a fighter.
an asshole. I've seen that. De La Hoya had his ass though.
Oh yeah. I used to watch a lot of boxing, man.
Yeah, old school boxing.
Yeah, man.
Bro, like that shit.
Mickey Ward and Gotti trilogy.
You know why boxing is the #1 combat sport in Mexico? Because true Mexican boxing is a telenovela.
Yeah. I like that. That's a bit. That's a bit right there.
I know it
True
is.
Mexican boxing.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like,
and your stepson is a boxer, bro.
Yeah.
So that's a bit.
And then he's
that's
like,
good.
I don't like the drama. I don't think
Good.
about girls.
Good.
I only think about being a champion.
Fuck yes, dude. Oh man.
I'm like, you gotta have over 70%. He's like, oh fuck.
Shit.
Boy, this school is tough for this kid.
Cliff
you know what
notes.
I mean? Yeah, no, boy. I will say, because I realized that I had a learning disability. I might think that he might have one, so I want to get him tested because he might have a slight learning.
Bro, hey man, whatever
But
you
he's
do to help
gifted.
him.
He's so gifted. He's so gifted. I need to see him try first. You know what I mean?
I like that, bro.
And
I like that you're putting your. I like that because like nowadays like kids are too spoiled, so I like that you're making them earn it, and it may seem hard to some people nowadays because
It's so hard.
How old are you? Let me ask you, how old are you?
Yo, I just turned 37.
37. Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
I thought I was older than you. I'm gonna turn 36 in July.
There's 2 levels of that.
Man, bro, that's what's hey, salute to that too. Salute
Hey,
to
hell
that.
yeah, man.
We're also, no, the reason
yeah.
I say that because back in my day, I mean, you Chi-Town. Back in my day, we used to get beat. You got to be home before the street lights came on. All
You
that.
wanna know-
Kids nowadays, this is my thing with kids nowadays. Like back then, remember, Sean. Back then, you had to call your friend's house, and when you called your friend's house, the parents would answer. So you had to have etiquette. Hey, can I speak to Sean? Can I speak to Sean, please,
That's a good
Matt?
point.
And it's like nowadays kids, they got fucking phones and Instagram, and they don't got that.
They don't got none of that.
Fucking dignity
character
and
quality.
respect unless the parents have it.
They don't got no fucking manners. Dog.
Nothing, Holmes.
They don't got no fucking manners.
Yeah, exactly, man. So it's like
The parents didn't beat them enough.
exactly,
Yeah, I'm just saying,
exactly,
dog.
bro. I
Bro,
remember I was in elementary
how
getting
many
my ass
fucking-
whooped
Do you know how many
by
fucking,
somebody that was not my mom or dad.
Bro, you would have, you know what I say? I say this honestly with as a term of endearment, but you would have been a playground homie.
A playground. Oh, I feel that. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We would have grown up. We would have grown up. You know what I mean? Like,
I hope so.
no,
I
together.
hope we wouldn't
Like
got
we would have
died.
grown up together, but I think that especially like seeing
I would have
how,
pretended like I didn't know you.
for a while.
I just
For a
had to
little
throw that.
while.
I just want to see what you're
But
gonna say.
here's the thing, because you want to talk about how like you gotten your ass whooped, right?
Oh,
Like,
plenty of times.
I've been hit. I haven't gotten like ass whooped where like I got on the ground and I stayed on the ground, but I've been hit.
That's
I've been
the worst thing to do.
I've been right. Like
You
I've never
kicked.
been knocked out.
Oh, I've got knocked out.
I've never been knocked out, and I've never been hit to the point where like knocked down the ground and stayed on the ground, right? Like or like they
it
kept me on the
sucks.
ground.
Don't do
right?
it.
But the few times that I have been hit, I've always surrounded myself with like a network of friends that were so much more violent than me. But
had your back.
I was the great
Let
friend.
me ask you this: you just turned 37. How old were you the last time you had a fight? A real.
Oh, the last time I
the
had
last
a fight.
time you had a
So-
fist fight with another man.
Oh, actually, that wasn't long ago. Library bar.
What happened? What the fuck?
It was a patron.
You were what? You were emceeing?
I was working. Luckily, so this guy got kicked out earlier. You know what? Let me take a pause because I want to take a pause. I need to figure out this camera situation. Otherwise, it's going to the wide. Do you need a pee? Because I'm thinking about your diabetes.
Take a piss.
All right. So thinking about Diego's diabetes, his new foundation that he'll be releasing in the next 3 years. Diego's diabetes.
It's called Stretch Marks or Us.
Here's my donation. It just went in. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break. First time in a very long time that we took a third segment break to close out the podcast for what might be the longest podcast episode to date. And this might be the 50th episode when it gets released. I don't know. We'll talk about it. Either way, it
better be.
Go ahead. Stick around.
Or my
no
Venmo
sponsors.
is,
Short break. We'll be right back. All right, we are back for the second break.
Second break.
It's been a while. If anyone pays
It was a great break.
It's a great break. We needed break.
And in the wise words of Bernie Mac, when we break, we break. So.
No, we had a good collection point. And again, I think a testament to my episodes. You see certain conversations have specific type of lengths, man. But like honestly, man, I to everything that you've brought in so far in the first two segments, man. Honestly, it's so much accuracy to what I understand as truths in the game and in the journey and understanding and trying to maintain your own personal humility and trying to stay humble.
Man, it's so crazy. When you were saying that, I was about to talk about humility when you were saying, and then when you said it, I'm sorry to cut you off, because it's not like my girl, my Kayla, she could attest, like what I'm trying to do right now. It stems from comedy, like you're saying. We got to learn humility in comedy, but what I'm trying to learn, what I'm trying to, I guess, like process from comedy into my personal life, who I am as a human being on this planet. Not just the professional comedian that we're talking about. Is like that humility. I'm also trying to get that right with just being Diego.
Yeah.
And,
I didn't
carries
really
a lot of weight.
Yeah, I love everything that you're saying, but I still didn't finish what I had to say.
I'm sorry, bro. I thought I was your guest.
No, you are my guest, but there's an extension to it. There's an extension to this exact thing that we're talking about, is the fact that in the process of doing and dealing with everything that our role comes to, is trying to stay humble with the confidence and belief and understanding of what you are capable of being able to produce in this game. And the consciousness with also the self-awareness of yourself and the people that you're dealing with, the game that you're in, your main network of friends, and what you're keeping around you. Like, I know for a fact, without even us having to, I mean, we actually are connected even today through our mutual, George. George is actually the number one person actually that is our catalyst, like he is, I'm sure, in the catalyst of my comedy journey and yours. And so what I'm saying is that, like, I relate to you because I understand that beyond your knowledge and your understanding and your emotional stance and your consciousness to everything, you have a very strong sense of self-awareness, and that is the key element. That is another one of those rare currencies. I was kind of telling you off air, but like I run this game through.
Salute, yeah.
You know, so I appreciate you, bro. And honestly, like
thank you, man. Likewise.
And I think that the more that you and I find out about each other, and I think it's kind of like this is where say less comes in, because it's like sometimes it's like the same information or same, let's call it sales pitch. The same sales pitch comes from two different salesmen. One salesman says less, and you trust them, and you know that it's real.
Okay, let me piggyback off that.
Yeah.
When we go with two real motherfuckers,
yeah,
that are fucking trying to do their thing in this game, it goes back to I'm an old school cat, man. It goes back to real recognize real. Vibes are there. And you know, I saw this
Shout
on
out
the
to my friend Real.
on the Wolf on Wall Street. A fisherman sees another fisherman from afar. So, I mean, it goes to that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, man, we pulled up again. Saying this again, when me and Kayla pulled up, we're all like, where is it? Where is it? And I was like, man, hold on. And she goes, wait, he got that QR code. That's Showman. And I was like, oh, babe.
There it is. Can't miss it.
And then we're like, but then there was a little girl like on one of those, what are they called? The things, those little things that they hoverboard. She was on a hoverboard and we're trying to park. I
was trying to figure out your damn body language.
And then so then, but now that's what I'm saying, man.
So the standing hoverboards.
The standing hoverboard.
Yeah.
So, anyways, apart from that, respect to the hustle.
Thank you.
So that right there, that reminds me. Shout out to man. You need to have him on Charlie Mack.
Charlie Mack.
Charlie Mack.
Anybody, honestly, as
Charlie
a Chicago guy.
He's from Chi-Town.
No shit.
He's
Done.
from Chi-Town. Look, man.
Charlie Mack,
man.
Charlie Mack.
Look, I don't even.
You're invited to the Metro Icon podcast.
All I want to say is because it's Chi-Town. Charlie Mack. This is all I'm gonna say is if you ever see Charlie Mack, his closer, I would hate to go after him.
Ooh, is that good?
It's really good, man. It's really Charlie Mack.
I developed my best closer so like just recently.
So yeah, and it hits so hard. But that's my boy, man. Okay. So I have to go with Charlie Mack real quick because I don't know how he does it. He'll be in St. Louis. He'll be in L.A. He'll be in Florida. He'll be in South Texas. He'll be in New York. He'll be in Seattle. Like he's just everywhere, different days of the week. He releases his calendar. I don't know how he does it. I really don't. And then man, shout out to him. He's a father too, man. He has a little girl, so shout out to him. You need to have it. That it's another Chi-Town comic, man. That boy is a hustler.
Where's Charlie Mack at?
I think he's based in Austin now. That's the thing. I don't know.
Oh, so obviously this.
He moved from bro, because I met Charlie Mack. We were doing online comedy before the pandemic.
Yo, I'm going to Austin tomorrow.
Oh,
I told you my.
Okay, I'll get you his info right now.
Let's get our connect. Yeah,
but no, you need to fuck with him. That's my boy, man. But no, man. But what I was going back to say, real recognize real, fisherman to fisherman. That's why I fuck with you, bro, because I see what you got, man. The way you do it, a lot of people don't see this that are watching this and listen to this.
BTS.
Yeah, they don't see. Yes, they don't see.
Yeah, bring it out,
ladies and gentlemen. I thought BTS was some kinky ass shit, and me as a radio broadcaster, for a few years now, I didn't know that meant behind the scenes. He goes BTS. I said, "Aye." He goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, what does that mean?"
You know what's funny is like you look at your baby, it's like you fucking nice, it's fucking education.
Baby, learn.
Hey, babe, remember that fucking acronym?
Baby, I'm a BTS
hey, that's
tonight, baby.
That's one of the macronyms, Holmes.
Hey, baby, let's BTS tonight, baby.
Hey, well,
in Spanish.
As far as the sexual term, what is BTS?
Booty up.
Booty. Where's the U come from?
No,
it's
booty.
BTUS.
Oh, yeah, hold on. BTS.
He's right. He's trying to prove his green card right now.
Hold on. BTS. Booty tight, slap it.
BTSI.
Booty. Oh no, my bad. Booty tight, slap. No, booty tight. I don't know, man. Dang, you caught me. Dang, you got me. BTS. Jesus. When he posts this, I ain't gonna reshare it.
I may cut one part out, but I'm definitely leaving that in.
BTS.
That's going in my host reel.
I'm gonna think about that the whole
my
ride home.
My roast reel for the Texas Chuckle. That's going in my roast reel right there.
But you know what's crazy about roast battles is that it's different when you could just cut it off and edit it. But when you're on the stage and that mic is hot and it's right there, one and
it's right there, yeah. Yeah, honestly, like, and I think more people need to understand it. And I'm posting reels and all that kind of stuff. And I kind of told you this new strategy. And you know what? Because I
don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Unless this company wants to sponsor me, like Evan Williams Honey Bourbon, the number one choice for Metro Icon. Unless this company, I'm not sharing this education, so I can stay ahead of the game.
There you go.
Not this one. Yeah, come pay me a consultation fee, and I'll let you know.
There you go.
But
deposit needed.
But reels are cut, like, you know what I'm saying, like when you, and aside from seeing, you know, most people when they know about Joe Rogan or Kill Tony, they only know from what's watching shorts and reels, right? A lot of people are calling that.
They're watching all kinds of shit.
Right, but not everybody will watch the full episode.
Exactly. No, yeah, that's bro. They were saying that. They were saying that for years now about like the new specials coming out on Netflix. People don't watch the full hour. They cut it off like at 22, 25 minutes. You know, like the real comedian fans don't watch a comic's new full hour. But like for like the general population is like at 22, 20 minutes as you cut it off. For promos, 3 to 7 minutes like on YouTube, and then like for reels it's like under a minute.
Are you talking about like the YouTube like
yeah,
promos?
For the attention span of like who you're trying to catch.
But I'm saying like the automatic promos or like the promos within the actual like video.
No, I mean when you post your own promo. Like how long is that promo? Do you get the attention real quick? What are the specials? Why do I want to go to your show?
Yeah.
Why do I want to go to your bar?
Yeah, and I hear what you're saying too, because when it comes to you're seeing that when you have a scale, right? I believe as a producer, if you have a client, if you have a business, a brand that is paying you X amount of dollars to mention them X amount of times, then at that point I don't care how the viewer feels about how many times they're being pulled up. Because I'll promise you this, is like the more times you say it, it is the umpteenth time that finally something happens in that person that they heard it a few times, skipped over the others, and they finally put in that promo code.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, InsiderCloth.com is the number one microfiber cloth that you can keep the habit and change the fabric. Did you know about this? Diego Morales?
No, you had 2 segments to do it, and
no, those are post-production inserts. You fuck. All right. I know I'm teaching you a lot of shit, but those are post-production inserts. But InsiderCloth.com, the number one microfiber cloth where you can keep the habit, because I'm sure, hey, you wear glasses, right?
Yes, sir.
You want to hear a real live sales pitch? You wear glasses. I see you wear glasses. How do you clean off those glasses?
My shirt, it works just nice. I don't need anything else.
That's what you think, actually.
Really?
Because here's the thing.
That's what I know.
No. This is what you need to know.
I know that my shirt is perfectly fine to clean my shirt.
Oh, so your shirt
is
made out of it's made out of microfiber material?
Somewhat polyester.
Polyester,
yes.
So synthetic blend, but not microfiber.
Yeah, a little bit, but I still see clearly after I
knew
wipe it.
Fabric knowledge? Son?
No, I know you know fabric knowledge.
Yeah.
Like y'all invented fabric.
Let me tell you about
in
InsiderCloth.com just real quick, because on that shirt, that Texas Chuckle shirt that you have on that very nice polo synthetic shirt, this is actually a microfiber cloth that you can put on the bottom inside of your shirt, and it will stay there through your washes and everything like that. So you can actually keep the same exact habit, but change the fabric, and you're actually not going to be creating micro abrasions on those glass lenses, because you're the type of guy that actually wants to see life a little bit more clearly. Can I say that? That's maybe a correct statement?
I would love to see life a little bit more clearly.
So
you have the solution for that, Ruby?
This is InsiderCloth.com.
Really?
It's an environmentally safe, ergonomical package. It actually wastes less material. It wastes less material. Now, if you can do me a solid and pass me those glass lenses you have.
Yes, sir. I would gladly.
So let me just go ahead and do that.
Okay. So what are you doing to my?
So I am actually
it sounds like sandpaper.
Instead of using the fabric to move those dirt particles.
Yeah,
like
out of my way. So
no. What they're doing is actually you're moving it around on your glass lenses. So that's those micro abrasions that are actually creating for your glasses.
Okay.
So what I'm doing is I am actually removing them. I'm capturing those micro dirt abrasions that create the actual fog, right? And now, why don't you go ahead and tell me how life looks to you through those same lenses? How does life look?
My diabetes went away, ladies and gentlemen.
His diabetes went away.
I can eat cake now.
InsiderCloth.com.
I can eat cake.
You can get 10% off your next order. Diet-free. Diabetes.
I can see all the sugar now.
Included.
Fuck Splenda. I want real cane sugar and a fucking real Coca-Cola.
InsiderCloth.com. Not associated with your insulin.
Hey, the other day my sugar got real low, and I called Kayla, and
Nick's gonna appreciate that one,
bro. And I started eating these Snickers, little bite-sized. I haven't had those in like 13 years.
Oh shit!
And they were the fucking greatest thing ever.
The greatest thing. I can imagine.
Like I'm trying to work on a joke about that. Was like the only time I get to enjoy candy is when I'm about to die, because that's when I'm hypoglycemic. My sugar's so low, I need something to pick me back up right now.
Bro, like I can imagine that, like if you knew death was like a sunrise away, they're like, where in the world, Diego, if you can go anywhere, where are you gonna go?
Well,
Take me to the candy shop, motherfucker. Place
I'm
the
in
50
Oak
cents.
Cliff. I'm in Oak Cliff.
Take me to the fucking candy shop. Oak Cliff candy shop, please.
Yeah. Hey, man.
I know Horacio, he's gonna fucking hook it up. Fucking 17 Jolly Ranchers for $4, Holmes.
And 2 tacos.
With 2 tacos.
Jack in the Box tacos.
If he knows I only have a
Jack in the
sunrise,
Box
bro,
tacos, they go
you
hard.
eating for free, dog.
At Jack in the
Just
Box
saying.
tacos are go-to drunk meals.
Oh shit.
With 4 tacos and 2 buttermilks, you're good. Come back to life.
Absolutely. What's your favorite late night meal? Like when you have to do
Oh.
road shows and out of town shows. Is it you keep it to the bases? Like, yo, where's that nearest taco truck?
No, like out of town shows. You know, when I travel for comedy, I want to eat something that I can only have in that city. I don't want to go to a McDonald's.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah, I don't want to go to a chain.
I'll give it up to my boy Illis, because like I mean, every big city, most of the time the clients are booking the both of us, which is like it's harder in the game. When we started in the game together, it was like every fucking wedding, it's like we're on it together, hands down, right? And then now we're coming on to 10 years with Do It All, and it's like so much rare now that me and him are on events, because our price points are so much higher, that if you're booking the Do It All duo for your wedding,
You
like,
got big money. Damn, bro, that's what's up, man. I've seen.
you
it.
know exactly what you're willing to invest
Wow, bro,
for your celebration.
Man, see, again, much respect to that, man. Like that's something that I'm trying to build in
Thank
comedy. Because look, I want to go into this real quick. Like this, just some personal shit. This is some Texas Chuckle shit.
But the only thing I was going to say is Illis is the foodie, so he's the one that's always researching. Like,
Oh,
where to
okay.
eat and
Yeah,
stuff like
I
that,
go to
so-
Food Network and I go to Guy Fieri's Diner Dives, wherever he
Guy
went. in that city.
Fieri.
But look, this is why I'll get to comedy about like my goals in comedy.
Yeah.
Because look, again, shout out to Ralph. What he's doing, bro, that's amazing, bro. Like he's putting
Shout
us on-
out to
Yeah.
Ralph motherfucking Al
And I think-
Barbosa, dude. The Oak Cliff legend.
Yeah, I think a lot of
Put an Oak
comedians.
Cliff on the math. 100%.
Oh, for sure, hell yeah. But I think a lot of comedians they strive for that, and that's not my goal, bro. Like for real, I don't give a fuck about fame. I know that with the success in comedy that might come with it, but like my thing, I know a bunch of comics now that are big names that they're not household names, but they are millionaires of funny money. You know, shout out to Derek.
Funny money.
I'ma tell you this.
Funny is the money.
I'm gonna tell you this.
When it
Shout out to
comes to any
Derek Jack.
business,
Shout out
money
to
is the money.
Derek Jack. Derek Jack is one of the biggest producers in North Texas. Derek Jack. When I started out with Vatos, Derek Jack pulled me and Mike off to the side. He was like, I see what y'all doing. I see what y'all doing. He goes, but look, when it comes to funny money, and that was the first time I ever heard that phrase, funny money. You get paid for being funny. He was like, when it comes to funny money, it ain't about getting booked. It's about getting rebooked. When you go to San Antonio, when you go to Austin, when you go to Houston, when you go to LA, when you go to Phoenix, do they like you enough to bring you back? Yeah, you made it out there one time, cool. Anybody can make it there one time, but those motherfuckers want you back. So funny money getting rebooked. So it's like in that sense,
Especially in the such subjective field of comedy. When you have a producer that books you for a second time, that is a booking of confidence.
no, yeah, and then
It's a booking of confidence.
and
in
then
the
look,
talent.
okay, in that sense, Sean, what you just said, the booker and confidence, right? So in that sense, let's go into business side of it. Let's go into the business side of comedy where that booker is in confidence. As the booker of that show, you just killed out of town. That booker, and he knows you go hard. But just because you go hard, he could get anybody else to go hard. But what did you do after the show and after the set? Did you network with him? Did you go, hey man, I'm from that? Did you
Build the relationship.
Exactly. And the way to build a relationship, or at least this is how I roll. The way to build relationships, the best way to network is that people want to talk about themselves. So probe them. When they go, who are you? And I'm from Dallas, man. Where are you from? Oh shit, what do you like about that?
Yes.
What do you like about that?
Sales is about asking questions, not fucking telling them what you think they need to know.
Exactly, but
Sales is about asking questions.
Okay, that is right, sales. But like in this sense, I'm not talking about sales in this sense because
Well, I mean, you're selling yourself.
oh, you are selling yourself,
Yeah.
but it goes a little deeper that for me, Sean, because in those moments where like, most comics they'll go home right after their set. Most comics will take pictures after the show, and that's it. When you meet that bar owner that you just made laugh, and he's all like, "Hey, you want to go to my venue? Check it out." You take that extra step. And man, you're gonna lose a little bit of sleep, but you're gonna go with this motherfucker that just thought you were funny. And then how are you gonna build that relationship? Because that relationship, it may be a show that's not at a club, but he just saw you at a club. Now he wants you to bring his funny to an off night in his week. So now you got 2 shows. Now you got a show on a Wednesday, Thursday, and you got the club show on a weekend. So it's like you have to make that sacrifice to go deep with this motherfucker that you've never met, but he's thought that you were funny. Now that he thinks that you're funny, what else do you bring to the table for him to make money off him? Because it's going to be a mutual relationship. He's going to make money. You're going to bring business to him on an off night. You're going to make money on a fucking Tuesday where you shouldn't have made money.
Let me yes and to what you just said. And I know you understand this. This also applies to the comedian that a booker had confidence in.
My bad. I got lost in that.
No. But there wasn't nothing wrong that what you were saying. Actually, I mean, like it was a very in-depth presentation.
I'll go after you on that. Go ahead.
But what I'm yes-anding to is that to that same opportunity, sometimes that opportunity is built off. Let's say like my George Red Speaks, right? George Red has brought me on, for that gig. So that booker book George Red Speaks, and George Red Speaks is like, hey, can I bring my own feature? Can I bring my own guy? And they trust George Red Speaks and being like, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and bring your own guy.
Because he took that time.
So then your job then is to show that booker why.
Exactly. Oh, man. Okay, Sean, bro, one of the things that I would always tell Maicia, I fucking love Maicia.
I love you, Maicia.
Diego, come over here, Diego. Take away my negative.
She's
Diego.
Puerto Rican or Cuban?
Puerto Rican,
Puerto
bro.
Rican.
Wawa, la wawa.
La wawa, wawa.
But Maicia,
Like
bro, I have this thing where Maicia, we do this every time we're on a show together. Right before she goes up, she has to have her Dos Equis and her shot of whiskey, Jack Daniel's honey, and she has to have that. So, but we give her a hug, and I go, hey, Maicia, why are you doing this? And then I tell this to all the young comics. I go, why are you doing comedy? And then they want to explain. I say, hey, don't tell me, show me on stage why you want to do this shit. Don't tell me why you want to.
Wait, Maicia is saying this too?
No. This is what I tell them.
You tell them.
Me and Maicia, I have this thing that I tell her that. She comes up to me before she goes on stage. She wants me to hug away her negative because she's about to kill. And then I tell her, hey, Maicia, why are you doing this? And then it started off early on, and she'll be like, and I'm like, hey, don't tell me, show me. But now it's gotten to a point where she's all like, I'll show you. And I tell AJ, shout out to AJ, the funny man. Every comic that I
fucking Adrian Johnson, that's another one.
Yeah.
Adrian Johnson, you have an invite to my fucking show. I wear his shirt. We laugh together. My family members like Pilar, Emmy, fight.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is.
But yeah,
fucking mad.
Just going back.
like,
just going back.
It's so good.
No, just going back on what I'm saying is is that, bro? It's like is that point? It's like if you're really about this, and it's like what you're saying is like, is that booker want to rebook you? It's like you gotta have that. A lot of comics, man, like if you're like when they just leave after their set, or they don't stick around to make those bonds with these other comics that are doing the same thing that you're doing. Like Ari Shafir, he has this YouTube where he talks to young comics. It's like a 4-hour YouTube or 2-hour YouTube. And he talks about like you have to hang out with comics outside of comedy. Mm-hmm. You have if you're starting off,
because this is comedy. Stand-up comedy is a like 90% mental game. 10% is the knowledge of the actual like education within stand-up comedy, right? When you talk about but comedy as a whole is really 10%. The other 90% is your mentality. Is how you balance yourself with the education that you know.
You know that you talked about it earlier in the show. where you saw me at Sharks Comedy Club, the old one at
Buzz Brews.
Buzz Brews. Before you showed up, bro, there was a comic, I forgot. He got mad at me because when he was on stage, I could see the young. I'm young, but he was younger, and I could see like he was just going to. And I was all like, and I was just trying to give him. I was like, hey, take a deep breath. So when he got on stage, like I wish when I first started that the comics that I looked up to when I first started, I wish they would have pulled me right off stage and said, hey, and coached me the way I wanted to. I coached him. I coached him in a sense, but like he took it in a bad way. And I'm not gonna call him out. I was just saying like I could see that he had pride in his jokes, but like he was just rushing it and he was going too fast and like he was just saying a story. There was no punch. And I was just telling him, I was like, take a deep breath. But he was like, no, I got more stuff. I was
Wait, hold on. okay, I'm not gonna call out the comedian. I want to describe the comedian a little bit and see if he follows it.
No, we'll talk about it. I don't want to put him out there like that.
Yeah,
We don't do that.
I have a feeling. I might know who it is.
It's a new comic, and I just met him, or I didn't even meet him, but all I'm saying is like I've been there, and had another comic that was established, quote unquote, whatever the fuck that means, had pulled me off to the stage and tried to coach me. I would have been like, oh man, thank you, instead of like, fuck you, I got more shit. It was just like, I get it. You're prideful with your shit. You wrote it. You're ready to work it. But at the same time, it's like, man, as it goes back to humility. What we were talking about earlier, man. Like, I'm trying to incorporate it to my real life, but in comedy, I have learned it to a sense where it's like, bro, I know I'm a bomb again. I know it's gonna happen. I thankfully I haven't yet.
That's a bar. That's a comedian's bar.
Yeah, bro. Like I know it's gonna happen again, man. But I know when I bomb.
Fuck, I need to update this goddamn soundboard.
I know when I bomb, I know that I'm gonna learn from it and I'm gonna get better because that's all I've ever done. I've learned more from bombing
than anything else.
Than ever
than
killing
anything
a room.
else.
Yeah, because when you kill a room,
failure is the journey to success.
Yeah, anytime I've killed a room is great. Your set went great. Your crowd work was there. Boom, 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 boom. But when you
how did you deal with it?
When you bomb, you're driving home like I'm never gonna do comedy again. Like, you know, those bombs were like.
So I want to tag everything that you just said. Like actually, you know what? Culmination of what literally just happened in the last like 15 minutes of conversation.
Okay.
Right. Comedy is a game of hunger. And
100%.
every fucking comedian
100%
is hungry for the chance, for the result, for the opportunity to make it happen. Present your hunger right.
Ooh, present your hunger right.
Present your hunger
because
right.
that goes
because
deeper.
Listen, bro, you know everyone knows. Look, this is all coming to me. This is all coming to me, and this is what happens. This is what happens when you take 2 breaks in a show and a great conversation because real shit gets cooked. All right, and also, Kayla Pilar, when you think your man is cheating, he's usually recording a podcast and having conversations like this. So let me just go.
That boy started arguments that weren't even there.
I make myself laugh probably more than people laugh to my jokes, but
that's how you know you're toxic.
I'm a gift.
Now go ahead.
No, but I'm just saying that like everyone knows about the term hangry. Yo, Kayla, you know about the term hangry.
She's hangry right now.
You hangry right now? Girl, yo, go talk to.
We're gonna get some food after this. We're good.
Don't worry, girl. We on Snap, all right? You know, so like.
No, we're good.
But you know what? Actually, how about I order food? You guys should stay for dinner. We'll eat food after.
No, we got a long drive home, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, no, let's wrap this up.
No, we actually did hit the 2-hour mark. So congratulations, Diego Morales. You just hit the longest.
Look, Shawn. Like, look, man. Again, everybody that follows Shawn and you're supporting what he does through his emceeing, DJ Illis, I see you, man. It's amazing. Whenever
everybody
they book
sees
up,
fucking
man,
DJ Illis.
That is
God. This is the Metro Icon podcast. Can we stop fucking talking about DJ Illis for one fucking second?
Everybody, man, like the respect I got for this dude for what he's doing, from the professional standpoint, and I'm a family man. Man, my dad rests in peace. That's how I was raised. I'm a family man, and I see it. So respect to you, bro. Everything you're doing, man. This is dope, and it's been a fun ride, and I will be back anytime. So
Yeah.
no, but we had
You'll
some.
take the drive?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You'll take the drive.
We had some
Oh,
good
Cliff.
combo right here, and we just getting started, Sean. Like, hey, everybody watching, we gonna do something.
I will tell you this
We're
right
gonna do
now.
something.
I'll tell you this right now to the conversation that hopefully, that you have witnessed in this episode as it's happening. But the conversations that are happening off camera is where business resides. So,
Amen to that.
Yeah.
To all you younger comics, I'm
Yeah.
a young comic, but I tell the younger comics, like, I got y'all, man. Like, I don't ever, like, if a comic hits me up, not when you ask me for a spot, that's where I'm like, I don't know you like that. But when you're asking me for help or, hey, where's this mic, man? I know most of the mic runners still, even though I'm not on the mic scene, and I want to help out anybody, bro.
Yeah.
I really do, because when I first started off, the comics I looked up to, they didn't show love. I didn't take it personally. Oh no, my bad. You know what? I'm gonna go back to say I did, but Michael, Mike, Panda, they were the older brothers. They were older than me. They showed me how to deal with shit. And there's a certain vibe you gotta have in this comedy game where, as you said, man, that saying you just said right now, like
Show your hunger right.
show your hunger right, because you could be hungry as fuck but also disrespectful. And this is another thing that I learned is today's door guy, today's waitress could be tomorrow's management. And if you're in a venue at a club and you're trying to work your way up, you better tip them. You better make sure that they remember you. You better make sure that you're nice. You better make sure that you're respectful, and don't kiss ass. Be respectful and let your
And
work
not quizás, which
and
is
let your-
perhaps in Spanish.
let your work speak for Man, I be trying to be serious. I be trying to be serious.
I know, but
No, but hey, it's all love. It's all
Yeah, all
love.
love,
And
no, I love what you were saying.
Shawn
I love what
Kay.
you said.
Shawn Kay, fucking. I do it all. I interrupt too.
No, I'm saving the outro. I don't want to play the outro out too quick. I don't want to play the outro quite quick.
Nah, but look.
No,
thank
I love
you for
you,
having
dude.
me on.
I love
hey,
you,
love
dude.
you too, man.
Yo,
you're
Diego,
a fucking
honestly, I
beast.
love you. But I do. Before we close out,
All right.
can we talk about the very first time that you and I were in the same room together?
I don't.
Two brothers, Plano.
Plano. Two brothers.
Yes, a karaoke open mic.
Oh my God.
You came on a Friday night.
I didn't know who you were, bro. I seen you behind the DJ board. I was like, that's not.
No.
I thought you were a
Why
white guy.
did you leave? It wasn't me behind the DJ board. Why
Because
you
there was
left.
nobody there.
Because you was nobody
the mic
there.
was supposed to start
But
at 9.
let
It
me
was
ask you
10
this.
o'clock.
Let me ask you this, okay? Whatever time that you showed up, whatever reason that brought you there, okay? Obviously, I was running it, okay?
I wanted to work some shit out.
All right? But you saw and judged the result in the time, because you came in around 10:30. You came in around 10:30, and that is that was, and I don't have that spot anymore, but that was a spot that they had in like 11:15, like we just came from this pub, we came here type of crowd. So you walked in, you saw the crowd that was around the room, and then did you say hello to me that night?
No, I didn't know who you were.
Exactly.
I didn't know who you were. I thought you were a
didn't even
white
say
dude.
hello.
I thought you were a
saw
white
me
guy.
on
Shawn
stage.
Kay. I was like, oh, it's a white dude. And then I saw some brown
guy.
bald guy
This is
behind
how
the
I know
DJ
you don't
booth.
pay attention to my shit.
No.
If you
I
can't
didn't know
even
who
see
you
a
were.
fucking melanin in a
Nah,
flyer,
at that point,
I'm darker than you, motherfucker.
Your face was not on the flyer. And then it said Mike at 9. I was there at 10:30. I was like, man, ain't nobody here, so I left. I still had to be up at fucking 4. I was like, man, I'm getting out
And
of
then
here.
you know what? I was like, hey man, we haven't met, but I felt like I don't want to assume. Just seeing a Mexican guy that came in and looked around and then just walked right out. Just assumed that all Mexican guys look alike and this was you. But did you happen to stop by Two Brothers? And then you were like, do you remember your response back to me?
No. God damn, no, I don't. Go ahead, say it.
Your response was pretty much like, yeah, man, I came out for that shit. But, man, Came out to a dead ass bar. I could have been spending time with my daughters, bro. I fucking sacrificed time with my kids to come see this dead ass shit. Like you were blaming me. Like you were blaming me for
You're
your
the promoter.
fucking efforts.
You're the promoter.
I was the talent.
You're the.
I know. I was the
up to you
promoter.
to bring
I was,
people.
The only reason I was a promoter is because this is another bar or a venue that didn't have one.
Whoa.
I was fucking filling roles I wasn't being
Then
paid
you gotta
for.
correct your flyer. Be like, hey, it starts at 9, but stay till 11:15.
You need to fucking correct your fucking eyes, being able to pay attention to details. How about that, cuz? All right.
I didn't know who you were.
And
I
you
was
also
like,
organized it with my fiance, and
Oh,
she's
yeah.
the one who fucking. So she's like, "Hey, you know what? I don't know what you're doing, but it's more of a networking possibility."
Yeah,
And the
I was
only
like,
thing
oh,
you
yeah.
the only thing you did was not network. And just
I didn't know who you were.
judged
bro.
the fuck out of the crowd.
There was no crowd.
And you're right. And you know what?
I judged this empty
you want to
seats.
know? You want to know when the crowd came in after you left?
Well, you know what? You need to put that on the flyer.
No. it's
Stay
too much
for
details.
2 hours
Keep
after
it
I
simple,
say
stupid.
so.
Sales 101.
No.
Keep it simple,
Nah,
stupid.
man,
I don't need to post my fucking reviews. My simple fucking
No
hey, if you
reviews.
could-
Just be like, hey, I put 9, but stay till 11.
That's actually fair.
Oh, shit.
That's fair. Speaking of which, you can catch me doing bingo karaoke in downtown Fort Worth at the Library Bar. You live close to Fort Worth, don't you? Oh no, you live in Oak Cliff.
No, yeah, Duncanville.
But I mean, hey, after 7:30, it's like from Oak Cliff, it is like a solid. It's less than 30 minutes to Fort Worth.
yeah, after
downtown Fort
traffic,
Worth?
Yeah, that's true.
Like after 7:30, you
On a
need
good
to
night.
you need to see my bingo karaoke nights and see how like my comedy flair, because like I get checked by Chris, the GM, because I talk so much shit back to the fucking customers.
Good.
And he's like,
Roasting
dude,
warms
he's
my
like,
heart.
dude. He's like, they're paying customers. Don't fucking, you know what I mean? If they're a piece of shit and like they haven't been tipping the staff and they're causing fucking social issues like between the other patrons, whatever, then the management doesn't give in. They're like, yo, yeah, go ahead, fucking call them out on their shit. But that's where like my comedian side and my MC side have to coexist, because it's like
Hell yeah.
because Chris is not going to stop booking me. I'm his number one.
Good.
He knows
That's what's
knows
up.
who I
It's a
am, what I
residency.
am, and
Hell
what
yeah.
I can accomplish with nothing. But like I have especially when my comedy side comes in, and I'm enjoying the fruits of the moment, whatever. But I'm just living loosely, like because it's bingo karaoke. Do you know how many fucking basic ass motherfuckers in the world, and people who are walking in the bar and they find out, oh, bingo's happening tonight, and then they're just like, bingo, and then acting like it's not them and looking around. You know what I mean?
Nah, I
Pussies.
feel you, man. But hey, bro, much respect to your game, man.
No, so
Much respect to
I'm
your game,
inviting
bro.
you. I'm inviting you Tuesday
I'll
night.
try to make
Hey,
it.
and it's a great date night. It
I'll try
actually
to
makes
make
for a
it.
great date night.
It's just the earlier the
Kayla,
week.
I'll make him sing a love song to you.
It's the earlier week. It's when I have the kids, but sometimes I'll see what's
Organize that, cuz.
up. No, man.
You
but
you got mothers and sisters and
I'm
cousins.
yeah, no, I know, but we'll see. We'll
But
see.
motherfucker, you. I don't like this. I don't like this we'll see response. I feel like we've built so much respect
We will.
in
I
the
mean,
dialogue.
I don't know when I'm gonna make it.
Well, I'm just
gonna
saying, well,
try.
let's schedule it out.
Okay.
I'm
we
there
will.
every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Every
okay.
Tuesday from 9 to 1 at the Library Bar.
Okay.
They have a lot of shit going on through the week, but it's become the most popular night.
Okay. All right. Tuesday.
All right. And you know what? I'll tell you this. I'll even if you run out of karaoke songs, I will subset a 5-minute set to do on stage in front of a non-comedian receiving crowd.
Okay. They're gonna
Toughest crowds.
They are the toughest crowds. You're right. I'm
Where they
down.
don't know comedy's coming.
Yeah.
You get some sympathy attention, but you have about 30 to 45 seconds to have them listen to A, your punchline, if you haven't gotten there yet, or B, your next joke.
Got him. Bro, this has been fun, bro.
This has been a blast. All right, so let's go ahead and end the podcast. Once again, thank you again, Diego, for coming through finally.
Thank you, bro.
I know this is going to be a very big catalyst moment to a lot of really dope moments that you and I are about to have
Already,
on and
man.
off
Hell yeah.
camera,
Hell yeah.
on and off the stream. I end my show in the very same way that you don't know about because you don't pay attention to my shit. But I have my guests go ahead and close out with like a final statement in the world, final statement to the world. And the way I try to have them really imagine it. You can go whatever direction you want with it. But if this was going to be the last thing you were to ever say on camera, ever again, right now, what is your closing statement to the world? Go ahead, go.
Erilyn, Adia, Areli, and Ariana, and Zoe, I hope that y'all can know that even though you're little girls, that someday you're going to be women and that you can do anything you want to do. And I hope that I provided that hustle for y'all to know that, you know, when things ain't looking good, you just got to keep your head up and fight. And when you got people in your corner, like I got Kayla and my mom and my sisters, that you can't lose. It's just gonna be harder, and you just gotta keep fighting. And it's been dope here. The comedic side, all you fucking comedians out there that just sees me as a roaster and crowd worker, good, because I got bits, motherfuckers. Nah, 'cause that's what they say. Oh, you just do crowd work. Okay, and another thing, if I just do crowd work,
I wanted to ask a question about Matt Wright, but we had to close. We'll close it up. Let's close it up.
Yeah, do it. If you could, if crowd works just like that, do it better.
Yeah,
but nah, look,
it's the
man,
hardest thing in comedy.
Yeah, no, this is my
mad.
thing. Like to anybody out there, performers, anything, just if you hustling, man, just keep going. Think about it like this: when I've been down and out, and it's been a lot of times when I've been down and out. 35 years, about to be 36. There's always someone that's going through it worse. Always someone going through it worse. When you're in traffic and you're pissed off because you're gonna be late to work, there's a kid in a hospital that might not make it the next day, that wishes he was in traffic or that she was in traffic. Things like that. People in your family might have it worse. So it's just like when you're going through it, I need to be better on what I'm telling you, but at least it's there. So again, Shawn Kay, salute to you. Salute to the Metro Icon podcast. This was dope as fuck. And man, peace out, man. Appreciate y'all.
Man, with that, probably the longest last statement final statement ever given on the show. That only goes to show you how long this man's suicide note is going to be one day.